Well, gentlemen.
Hey, it was a hell of a game, though.
Oh,
Tip of my cap to you, brother. Tip of the cap.
thank you. I thought a 3-2 game today, and this is gold right here. This is real gold. Earned, still champions. We're going into the Olympics with it. This was a big moment here because of how this tournament has played out through the last couple of weeks. Everyone was like glued on this, and we're going to get into this, Caesar, with the casuals, new hockey fans. I hope people hold on through this momentum, because Cody knows this. Like, what you're going to see Olympics, like true best on best, you're going to see all the other nations added into the equation. But you couldn't ask more for this tournament to come down to one goal in overtime.
No, you couldn't. What an incredible tournament. What an incredible game. What an incredible last 10 minutes of the game, 15 minutes of the game. Austin Matthews had an unbelievable chance to win it.
Yeah,
And
three of them.
Bennington, 3 chances. And Bennington just shut the door. And of course, that one play where that defensive lapse leaves Connor McDavid wide open. And you can't leave guys like Connor McDavid like that.
I don't know what Cody feels, but I thought Connor McDavid had a quiet night until
He
that.
was.
Oh, yeah,
he
he did. But he
was
took his
quiet.
opportunity. It only takes one shot. It
He
only
was
takes one
fighting the
shot.
puck. Pucks were bouncing over his stick behind the net when they were cycling the puck. He tried. He said to Parayko, "Get out of the way." He tried to go 1-on-5, and he was looking for his moment there. Didn't quite get it, but then right in the slot area, and 1-on-1 on Hellebuck there, best on best. That was a great showdown there, just to see that matchup.
But for the U.S. side of perspective right now, talk a lot of shit from their side this tournament, a lot.
And this isn't just from their fans, their players too.
Yeah,
Brady, Matthew, the Tkachuk brothers.
But this was something that those Americans needed to feel, because the one thing I said before this tournament was the only thing, the downfall with this American team is the inexperience. That was the only thing.
It might be. I kind of somewhat agree with you on that. But a few years ago, they had an opportunity as well. How many times are we going to say they needed this? They needed this. They needed
this. A few years ago, what, 2016?
2016, yeah.
But this is different now, because 2016, all the guys on that team were 29, 30, 31.
And Carly.
This is different now. All the guys that we brought, 23, 24, 25. Yeah. This is why I feel different, because the ages are different now. It's not like back in 2016 where we were dealing with the Quicks, the Canes, Oshie, John Carlson was in that group. Like those guys.
But Cody, the talk was, this isn't a learning experience. We're taking over hockey supremacy. Starting with the World Juniors, we're doing it best on best. We can't bury that. This wasn't a learning process.
I didn't believe that for a second.
From you, we're coming from you, and that's where the Canadian fans push back.
Yeah, but none of the guys, like, let's see, Slavin may have been because Matthews played for Team North America. First off, congrats to Kirby, Canada, Canadian Ryan. probably going to hop in a little bit later.
Yes, Canadian Ryan. Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
He's at one of the probably watch parties that are being all shown around Canada.
Because Hellebuck's never played best on best. Faber, Hanifin.
Sanders had a great game tonight by coming in the lineup.
Another W for me, because I had him in my original lineup when we did.
Cody, you're taking an L though, because there was no big Chris Kreider moment.
Hey, but I did
the overtime goal. Don't count that meaningless.
Hey, I know. I said he's going to score this tournament. You can't take that away from me.
I don't care.
I don't care. He scored. I said he's going to score a goal.
Not a big moment. You said big moment. You said big moment.
And I said score a goal. And
I was worried there in overtime.
Score a goal.
Overtime. Chris Kreider scored. Never hear the end of it from Cody.
But
I thought Gensel might have got it if USA got it. But Matthews, he had his chance.
But I thought Gensel was probably USA's best player tonight.
Yeah, he was up there. Brady Tkachuk was really good too.
Brady, Austin Matthews, even though he didn't find a way there. And then Slavin, to me, was the best American.
Slavin, hands down. If nobody who knows what a defensive defenseman is now, just look at Slavin.
Cody and I. Cody
Like,
and I,
and Cody was
Try to
Cody
tell
and I
Cody.
were talking earlier, and he was telling me like all these Panther fans are comparing
They
him
yell at me.
to
They yell
Gustav
at me, CJ,
Forsling
when I say
or
Slave is the
Gustav
best
Forsling
defense.
comparing him to him, but he is nowhere near that. Just too unbelievable. He's there
Forsling's
in the
got to
third
get more
period.
games under his belt to get to that point. Because
Flavin
that,
is at the top of the mountain, and Taves is right there.
yeah,
That
like,
was an incredible
and
defensive effort there by him. Just
like,
unbelievable.
and that's why I have a lot of hope for going for the U.S. at the next, 2 Olympics here, because the back end we're building. Even Kirby has some. It's damn scary what we're building on the
I
back
told
end.
Armando that this week on Locked On.
It
Yeah.
sucks. It sucks we couldn't have Quinn Hughes for this tournament because he probably would have made a little bit more of a difference, especially in some space. But what can
but
you
he
do?
said Cale Makar didn't play in the.
Honestly,
Cale
even if
Makar
you
didn't
guys
play
would
in
have
the
had Quayton Hughes, I honestly I don't think that's what lost you this game.
No, what
Like,
lost us the
because
game was just
defensively USA was dominant.
no.
Would you
But
say that,
what
Kirby?
lost us the game was playing safe in the
Not today. They're pretty sloppy today.
yeah.
But through the
Yeah.
tournament.
In the back half of the third, that's when you saw the inexperience kind of click for the U.S. And
I knew
also-
this was coming up. I knew this was coming up from Jimmy D here. I knew this was coming up. Doesn't mean you're going to win the game.
There's another, the only call that I have a problem with, I told Caesar this, they missed 3 or 4. I don't mind if they don't call 2 of them, but
What about Brady Kachuk giving Sam Bennett a shave job there? That's a penalty. And
but
Brady gets in there with his stick and he does that.
I don't mind them not calling those calls.
But you got to call one of those too many men on the ice penalties there. You had 7 or 8 guys on the ice at one point.
I have to go back and see that.
Call that. If you want to see a call there, I agree with that. Too many men.
That's the only call.
The linesmen usually allow that to go. I know that was late. I think it was Doughty was the last one to get off there. So that's late getting off there.
But if it's 6, that's fine. But there were 7.
Yeah, so the Doughty one there. Right?
Yeah, so that's where I was at. You got to call that one.
Yeah.
But the Brady high stick across Bennett's face,
you could argue that both teams had non-calls. I don't think that was a difference in the game. But yeah, Jimmy.
But I don't think it determined the game.
Great point here. Austin Matthews doesn't make a play to score the game-winning goal, and what happens? He gets caught looking in the back end and leaves Connor McDavid wide open. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's the difference in the game right there. And it's.
I thought the U.S. wasn't as good in their own end today, Caesar. A lot of turnovers. They lost puck battles. Canada was able to cycle on them. Both teams were a little sloppy, especially to start the game through the neutral zone. But America wasn't quite as elite. And yeah, missing Charlie McAvoy, we mentioned Quinn Hughes, but you still have to be able to get the job done there because we've seen guys like Thomas Harley come into this tournament, Jake Sanderson today. So this is best on best. You see coming to line. You need to have the guys in the line. I think better.
The only defenseman for the U.S. I had a problem with was Hanifin. And I didn't think he had that great of a tournament.
I didn't think Rowensky was good in his own end. He was pretty good offensively again today, but he's been good defensively in this tournament. Cody, I thought he has worse game defensively in his own end.
For sure.
I think even on that the goal there that Reinhart got along the boards there for that secondary assist was Rowensky, was it?
I don't really remember. Adam Fox shot the bed tonight. But
he wasn't that bad. I didn't think.
He's an interesting case because. The last he hasn't been the same since that last playoff run.
When he had Nikola,
no, because he was hurt prior to the Panther series. That I know.
Yeah.
So, but he hasn't been the same since probably around then. But I think this whole tournament as a whole has been a huge win for the NHL.
100%.
Everything is the players bought in. Everything.
Bro. I was on the edge of my seat. I think I was almost as excited as I was when I was watching the Stanley Cup last year at the Amerant Arena.
Caesar, I talked to you last night or the night before, and I said, "Get ready for the Olympic game."
It was it had my heart racing.
I wasn't that level yet. Stanley Cup wasn't that level for me because then again, I didn't have as much stock in this because it wasn't the Olympics, but I still cared.
Even if it wasn't the Olympics, the way
I'd be pissed. If the Olympics happened, I'd be pissed.
Everybody just with everything that's going on and stuff, and just the Chuck brothers just talking crap, Team USA saying we're gonna beat Canada. This is our year. This is our time. You
It
know,
built it up. It
they
built it.
built it up, and Canada just kept their mouth quiet. They just kept their mouth quiet, and
But
they ended up, prevailing at the
but
end.
this
And,
is but
Carly,
if-
I'm with you. The Panthers are my number one. I'm pretty controlled with,
100%.
I'm
I'm not
controlled with my
saying
emotions, but when other people start talking crap, that gets me going a bit. But with Florida, I'm more on the edge of my seat. Now, Ryan's going to come in here later, and he used to play as a little boy for the Olympic gold medal. When I was outside, I'd play for the Stanley Cup. But Ryan, he has a different look as a Canadian. So I think there's a little bit of differences in Canada. When Canada hockey happens, we all come together as a nation and party
yeah.
together and things like that. But throughout the year, if you're a hockey fan and a hockey nut, like to me, it's like my NHL team. But when it gets to nations, it gets personal and bad blood starts getting going. So that's what gets it going for me. But the level of hockey, Cody, was there in this tournament.
Unfortunately, a lot of people's wishes were left unfulfilled for Panther fans. We did not leave this tournament unscathed. I think we're going to be missing Matthew Tkachuk for about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks here.
But it's a groin. He should be fine, right?
It's a groin, but if
supposedly
it's a pull, it's a pull. But if it's a pull, it's it's a little lingering thing. That's why I'm saying 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
All the time playing first base,
So this gives an opportunity for maybe Lundell to jump up there on the second
No.
line. You don't think so?
No, because it's wing.
I don't know who's giving opportunity to a guy like Boquist. Maybe
it's probably going to be It's probably what you're probably going to end up doing is you're probably going to move Verhaeghe down from the first line to kind of spread out the scoring, and you're probably going to throw Erod back up top line. You go Barkov, Rodriguez, Reinhart, then you go Bennett, Verhaeghe, Samoskevich, then Lundell, Lusto, Boquist, and then you're going to roll with probably Nosek, Greer, and Gadjevich.
Okay, enough Panthers talk for a second here.
I was going to say, yeah, let's
But we had to mention that.
The lead today, Sam Reinhart. How much money is this making his new contract go?
Wow.
This guy's stock watch has exploded through the roof to start the year. Then he went on that 20 game, no goal scoring drought. That brought it down. Then this tournament brings it back up, and then playoff Sam Bennett was in full effect tonight. This is
why I said it on X. You can go look at my retweet or my tweet. This is why I wouldn't trade Bennett. I don't care if we lose him after this season. I think he's more valuable than a lot of people think. That's just my opinion.
Now, me and Cody said not trade him at the deadline, but you're saying like regardless of any piece that you would get.
Yeah, I just think he's that just valuable to the team, and you kind of saw it tonight. When it's playoff mode, Bennett, he steps up. It's different rather than the Bennett that we get during the regular season. Completely
9
different.
million there, JC. 9 million there. That's a little.
If he gets 9 million,
no, I wouldn't go that far.
I think Bennett is ridiculous. I don't care what Panther fans tell me. For him to sign now before the trade deadline, you're going to go to market all along.
Going to market.
He's not signing now. Especially with this tournament, the way he played, his agent is like seeing dollar signs right now.
He'll have to fire his agent.
You know what's funny? Like another person on Canada who's same agent as Bennett, same situation. I think his stock raised just a little bit. I think Mitch Marner is going to get a little bit more money now. Because
what about playoffs, though, Cody? What about playoffs?
We'll see.
We'll
see. But if they look at,
I thought it was good and bad today. Now people are going to comment because I don't like Mitch Marner. Austin Matthews, you guys said, are guys going to check each other on the same team? Austin Matthews like bumped Marner and he went like flying out of the way, laying on. But then he made some nice passing plays.
Bennett more valuable to cast than Rantanen in Colorado because they opted to trade. Since that's a different situation, completely different. Let's just say this: Bennett is not nowhere near as valuable to us as Rantanen was to Colorado.
They have just contract issues with that.
But the problem was. Rantanen is such a bigger piece that Colorado felt they had to get something for him.
And they're paying McCarr here in the next year or two, and they couldn't pay all three of them. They didn't want to do the Maple Leafs model, right?
Yeah, and the thing with Bennett is
Bennett's going to be an expensive 6th, 7th best player on your team.
Here's a better comparison.
Yeah.
Bennett's not Rantanen, but Bennett is what Kadri was to Colorado.
Okay.
Big second line center who brings it in the playoffs, scores big goals, but is
There's
more
some
of
guys
but,
above him that play
So
other
but
positions.
more, yeah, but more, but is more of a product of what's around him than him himself.
Yeah, JC, I know you're exaggerating there. I know 9 million, but I'm saying like, yeah, this goes up after this tournament, and then obviously whatever he does in the playoffs this year, I don't think that brings his stock down because of what he's done the last 2 playoffs. And he had that reputation, even though he didn't win in Calgary. He had a killer series against the Vancouver Canucks when he was with the Flames.
Yeah.
So he's always had that playoff Sam Bennett feel because of the style of play that he is and how officials kind of officiate playoff hockey.
he might
But-
be a top 9 player, or bottom 9 player, but come playoffs, he's like you guys said, he's just a whole different player. He just turns it on,
Yeah.
and you need that in the playoffs, especially if you want to make that run. Go past the first round. I just think he's just too valuable for us to even
Yeah,
think about
but
trading him.
the problem is the contract he's going to get is going to be from a team who probably most likely aren't going to make the playoffs every year, and that's when that contract's going to look very bad.
Is
And-
Toronto looking at him today on that Mitch Marner play if John Tavares isn't back?
True.
That could be an option.
Columbus has a lot of cap space, so look for them to make a lot of deals this offseason too. So,
There's a lot of teams out there: Columbus, Chicago.
yep.
Yeah, I think Anaheim might be involved in the trade route, but they'll be looking at different guys.
I don't know. Columbus, they already have Fantilli down the middle. They just signed Monahan.
But they got cap space.
They have cap
they-
space, but
They're right there on the cups of making the wild card,
And Calgary, speaking of another team, they got their eye on Bennett again. It's
Yeah,
different management and stuff.
especially with
different management, different coach,
That'd be interesting if you
Jerome
could-
McGinley,
Calgary.
gold medalist for Team Canada.
in a different confidence too.
Yes.
But once again, I just down the lineup like that Tampa Bay line sucked again. I mean,
I was worried when they were out there that the game would end for Canada.
Ooh.
Not in
Just-
their
Oh, gosh, don't remind me about that.
Because
Line.
they put them out there, Cody, for a defensive zone draw against the Matthews line. And I was like, is this going to be over here?
but I'm just gonna also say
Wasn't
this
really a
now.
shutdown line.
Speaking of stock up, because I think this guy's taken some disrespect the last couple of years, but Mike Sullivan deserves a little bit more respect than what he gets now, especially as a coach.
Was he
because-
ever the main cause of blame there outside of Penguin fans, though, Cody?
I couldn't tell you because
I
Like
always thought he
Hank,
was a top
Erik
guy.
Karlsson, the goaltending.
he's always
the
been a
lack of
top
depth.
guy, but I feel like in the last couple of years he's been kind of disrespected by hockey media a little bit because
And I wanted
because
Jay Gensel, they should have never let go. I was
Yeah.
huge.
because of like because I think because their biggest problem is managing. Because Kyle Dubas, ever since Kyle Dubas got there, he's been probably a bottom 5 GM in the league.
Yeah, people rank him so high. He gets so many free passes. I'm not a Kyle Dubas guy. Oh, what's going on here? Moderators in the chat.
I think he
Oh.
should stay there. I think he's
What's
good
going
right
on?
there.
What's
He
going
wants
on
to
here?
come on. I don't know. Should I?
What's going on,
Should I
go.
let him? Should I let him?
We got to balance the panel up.
Right?
But no,
No,
but-
don't go anywhere yet,
I mean,
Cody.
the panel's already kind of balanced. We got one neutral, one American, one Canadian.
Why didn't you? Caesar's going to be wearing the Olympic ring hat next year, Cody, like Rob Lowe wears the NFL
But-
logo.
The one thing about the Olympics is I'm excited to see how the roster construction changes.
Yeah, what does this mean for players now? Because again, I said that you should care about this tournament because these players are playing for a spot. You don't think Sam Bennett's trying to play for a spot? He's like, I got a chance here. Like I'm going to take it and grab it and run with it here. And now he has a shot.
Because for the U.S., I could see about 3 changes I'd see them making. Because the defense you're set. I don't think you make much changes there, except maybe you add John Carlson next year, I feel, just for
He
the
was on my
experience
original
factor.
lineup. Remember, Cody?
Yep. And then you bring Tage Thompson. Hopefully Robo's going by then.
Keller's the guy that I thought would be here.
Yeah, but for Canada, I wonder about the bottom 6 because you're not going to go to the Olympics without John Tavares. You're not going to go to the Olympics without Mark Scheifele this time. I doubt you're going to go without Evan Bouchard again. I doubt you're.
Canada got lucky here with their management with the little bit of favoritism and bias. I think it would have been called out if it didn't turn out like tonight for Binnington. The Parayko one. You got Tom Harley coming in because of Jim Nill. All these things. You've got the John Cooper, Hagel, and Cirelli twosome that really wasn't that great in this tournament.
But Harley was actually
really blew up in Canada's face.
But Harley was really good for you guys.
He was, but I'm saying if all of those blew up in their face, that wouldn't look good because it's a bit of a nepotism or whatever you want to call it. These management bringing their players in, So it could have turned. Again, you win, no one's going to talk about it. But if you lose, that's what would have came up here.
But here's the thing, and this is why I always thought Canada switching goalies never made sense to me.
Did you stick with that, Cody?
Yeah, I never said they would switch off.
Okay, because I had a lot of pushback on spaces there the other night when Canada beat Finland. Like, why did not go to Adin Hill yet? But go ahead.
Because here's the thing: if you're going into a big game like that, and of the three, I'm picking Binnington every time. I'm sorry, because
I said he had the good mojo coming into Boston.
I don't believe in big time game flukes. I don't believe in that.
But do you believe in that mojo of where he played in overtime and this is where he won the cup?
Yeah, I believe in that.
Like how he made those saves?
No, because I believe always if you perform in a big time game, you can perform in any big time game.
Because goalies and all-time athletes, pro athletes, they are visualization people. And as a goalie, like he's not visualizing in between the third and overtime. I won the Stanley Cup here and looking up at the banners or looking around the building.
I don't know if he's thinking that hard.
Okay.
But I don't know. Canadian Ryan can attest to this.
Yeah.
There is a thing about big time goalies in these kind of games. And Binnington's always been like on the back end of those lists to me, but he's never been off of my list when it comes to
really? Dude, I've been a big time Binner fan. That's my
long? What?
Man.
No. Like I'm being dead serious.
Because you and I, we like fundamental goalies, and
Binnington ain't that.
He's a mess to watch. You know what? My favorite quote I saw was, "He's the best beer league goalie of all time." Like that's how he plays. He plays from like 20 years ago. But I told everyone, I was like, Binnington in the Garden in a winner take home game is not losing. That's his comfort zone. And when he made those big saves, he got into a rhythm and he was aggressive today. And when he was making some of those big glove saves late in the third into overtime, you just knew he had it.
Now he did get lucky earlier in the game. We scrambled the wrong way and spinning around and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But you guys sometimes on our post game shows, you're like, you guys don't like goalie stick handling. Every puck that was about 2 feet away from Binnington to the left or right, he was coming out to play it.
He was, and then he
was saving the defense from getting hit.
He nearly fucked up on one, but he froze it really quickly.
Yeah.
But what you were saying, Ryan, was he working like Doughty? He was getting rocked again.
That's what I'm saying. Doughty was already getting rocked. Doughty was Doughty was getting rocked so much that I was like, oh shit, like Binnington, you're doing good. Like,
but out of everyone on the Canadian defense, he's the one you want taking the hits.
Again, yeah, but the problem was that, to me, people were getting on Doughty in this tournament. I think it was a little unfairly, like Cody's coming back from injury here. But the worst for Doughty as this tournament went along was him going back on pucks, and you saw it here in the championship game. Just sense of time and space.
But here's the thing, and this is why and this is something I think as a very underrated skill with defenseman. He ate those hits, yes, but he never turned the puck over.
I know, but they're big hits.
They're big hits, but here's the thing. You're going to have to eat them sometime.
Once in a while, but not every time.
He ate too many.
But look who's coming back on him. You think he has a fucking idea or a chance? He's like, well, I got to eat
like
this.
us watching Mark Stahl. It's like, oh, is he going to go down?
But here's the thing. Mark Stahl.
Comparing Doughty to Mark Stahl.
No, I'm not comparing that. I'm just saying in that situation.
Well, Mark Stahl would eat the hit, but I don't remember Mark Stahl taking a hit like that and turning it over egregiously. I don't remember like that. It was always open ice.
You're starting to play with fire, Ryan. When you take
but there's one thing I've noticed with Canada, and I think this is. Is that you?
You're wearing that all day, or did you just put it on in overtime? Because I don't know where he was.
Most of the game, it's been on all day.
But
okay, where was he for most of the game?
You know what? They were shutting them down a lot.
It only takes one shot, right, Ryan?
It just takes one. That's the torch being passed from Crosby to McDavid.
They wanted to write that story, Brian, so bad, and now it's written.
I wonder if this is probably Marchand's probably last best on best, because I'd be surprised if he got picked for the Olympics next year.
Did you think he had a chance to score there on that partial breakaway? It brought me back to game 5.
No.
Even
No.
though Genso was coming back on him and he got away with a little bit of a hook, which I'm very happy they didn't call. First of all, I like how they officiated the game. It was great. They just let him
Me
play.
too. I love the way they
Yeah,
called
it's
the
just-
You
game.
could tell, yeah.
The
You
The
could just-
only call I had a problem with was just the too many men right there. That's the only one because they had 7 guys on the ice.
but they didn't touch the puck when the guys.
I
went
guess
out.
I
what
don't, but I don't care.
If
You
you don't
have
touch the puck,
7.
because the puck's going down the ice. If it's at center ice, then yes.
Yeah, but the one thing I noticed with the Canadians, the Canadian like team build up now, and I think this is something it's not going to affect here, but it's going to affect the Olympics and maybe like the World Championships if players ever take that seriously ever again. And it's you guys really don't have that many 200-foot centers anymore. Like because McDavid's not 200 foot.
No,
You don't think Macklin Celebrini's the next one there?
He could be, but he's like too young. I can't really tell you.
But
Canada
let me
always brings those young guys though, Ryan.
But you
tell
don't.
me,
But
tell me
you don't have-
McDavid wasn't playing a 200-foot game today. You're crazy.
he played a
He was
game,
back
200-foot game. But would you consider him a 200-foot center? He's not
No,
that.
he's so good. He's so good on that other 100 feet. Even if he's like, which I will say he's
But
been very
my
good
point-
this year. He'll
but-
never be as good as his offense. That's the issue.
I
So
get
no
what
one's
Cody's
gonna-
saying, but they showed McKinnon too on the highlight.
Yeah.
pack. I don't know if you
But
saw the pregame show.
But my point is, you guys.
What McKinnon was doing.
Yeah, but the thing is just you guys. The one thing about Ken, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, because I was remembering 2010, I remember 2014, and the biggest difference to me was you were missing 2 key guys that were key for Canada back then, but the current guys haven't really replaced.
Who are you going to
now.
say? One guy broke his leg,
right.
Steve
Right.
Stamp.
No,
Yeah.
that's not who I was thinking.
Okay.
It's down the middle. Let's see if you can name the 2.
Richard.
Richard, you said?
No, both cup winners, by the way. Both cup winners.
Were they hurt?
No, not that. No, not in the lineup, but that played for the 2010 and 2014 teams.
2010, 2014. John Tavares.
No,
A guy like Ryan Getzlaf?
Getzlaf's one.
We had some bangers on that team, man.
Getzlaf, Bergeron. Those are the 2.
Oh, yes, Bergeron.
Forget that sometimes.
Can we get Barkov a Canadian citizenship?
Right.
Like,
Joey
like,
Decord?
like now, now you see what I mean by 200-foot center. You guys don't have like those types of
Jonathan
guys.
Taves, your boy. I was a huge Jonathan Taves fan.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Jonathan-
Taves. I forgot about Taves. Like those guys. Like
That's a defensive responsibility.
the only other Canadian was like Ryan O'Reilly is like the last one I could.
Yeah, but
like,
lower down. But Cody, do you know what I mean? Like what Ryan's gonna say? Like McDavid, McKinnon ain't going anywhere. So there's
Yeah.
2. You
They're-
bring in Macklin Celebrini to play on a 4.
Celebrini is so good.
and
It
then you have like
He is.
I got to see how he
else was
develops
getting
first
really
because he's
bad
not going to
before.
be in the Olympics next year.
I can see Scheifele.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You think they're going to pick him over Bedard?
Well, Bedard's gonna be in the mix.
I
He
would
be on
think-
wing though.
I think I said it before. I like Celebrini's game more than Bedard.
But the thing is,
I like Bedard.
But here's the thing, but here's also the thing I'm factoring in. What I believe in sophomore slump. I am factoring that in.
Okay, that's fair.
Like I believe in that heavily.
Well,
Like
let's see the video.
So let's take it in, soak it all in. Ryan Kirby.
There's like only a couple. Yeah.
don't drink too much of that. You guys got to play in a day.
Cody, you can't complain. This isn't
Dude,
Boston.
I don't even
We
think
love it.
half those players are going to play the next game for their home team. They're probably going to get like a couple of days off.
Yeah.
This is in Boston. Everyone has to love that.
I love celebrating in Boston.
Ryan, we continue.
Wait, I got to shut down a pipe dream real quick. Zito trade Bennett while his value's at an all-time high. Lindell up to second line and get Jonathan Taves to fill the third line. And
I'm sorry. No,
First-
nope.
First off, Jonathan Taves is doing the Aaron Rodgers right now. Is on a remote island
in South Africa or somewhere.
smoking some sort of thing.
That ayahuasca stuff, right?
Like,
I think you're right.
and dude, I don't even know if he could skate.
Jonathan Taves, one of the best players I ever saw live. Literally,
was a monster.
Ryan, like 6'6" mongoloids, try to take his head off. He'll just reverse pivot, move
He's
away,
unreal.
and then play the puck to a guy like Kane that Cody loves. And it's like he's doing all the hard work down low,
Hey, listen to this. America lost is a great day for the world. Yeah, that comes That comes from a guy whose country puts tuna on baked potatoes. Out of my face.
Our overseas audience is in the house here, Lynn.
Yeah,
There
probably
we
'cause
go.
he's probably waking up for class now. Hey, what, midnight? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
But-
all I want to say is you guys don't understand how much this game meant for Canada. Like it was.
Because what World Juniors kind of packed in onto this.
Question. How are Toronto fans feeling about Austin Matthews right now? Are they happy that he left Connor McDavid wide open?
Now, I didn't even know. I'm gonna be honest. I was so focused. I didn't even notice Matthews left him open. I saw Marner.
Dude,
I have to go back. I have to go back to see whose assignment that was. Matthews, great job defensively, but he didn't come up in the big moment. I thought he had a great game, Ryan, but he just didn't find a way to win it. And if you want to be that superstar player, one today did it. The other one
Here's
didn't.
the play. Connor McDavid, and it looks like Austin Matthews is right up front.
Let's leave the most talented player of all time wide open in the slot. Genius.
Dude, that's insane.
But I just have a question though. What the hell was this line that we were throwing out there? Because we got Austin Matthews out there with Brock Nelson.
Why he was on the team? He was one of the guys I said when it first came out, picking that guy over Tage Thompson is a crime.
Brock Nelson had a chance to win it there in overtime.
Yeah, he did. But dude, if Brock Nelson
gets injured and Team USA plays like blank, not a coincidence.
He didn't really play the last game, so you can't really say that. And they dominated. So, it wasn't his line that got scored on. So,
I think didn't they get scored on the first goal? Was it Kajuks on the ice?
Was he on the ice? I gotta go back and see. Was he?
I actually don't remember.
I just remember Werenski's the one that turned it over.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right, Ryan. Yeah, he was on the ice because it was he was actually Brady Tkachuk's guy. He's the one that left McKinnon wide open, and Matthew Tkachuk was on the other side. So yeah, you're right.
I'm not gonna lie though, that first goal, I mean, I really had no problem with the way they played it. It was just a good play by McKinnon.
No, but Cody, the tide was starting to shift to Canada there, where I was like, okay, if they can get turnovers on the U.S. blue line and get in a little bit on the forecheck and get on the wall and win those battles there, that's a lot different than the game Saturday. Because USA was clean exits out, up the ice, not turning.
If people also don't like Hughes, I also said this earlier. I was like, I don't know what Brock Faber was doing making the team. Like, he was a great rookie, but he was just not built for this tournament. I don't think he was very good at.
No, he needed to be on this tournament.
Really?
100%.
I don't see it from him.
So let's take a look at the last play real quick. If you guys
needed to be in this one because the first game against you guys, he was a big part in shutting you guys down. So I really have no problem.
And then what happened to Adam Fox?
I don't know.
All these Rangers fans tell me this guy's the best.
Oh, Jimmy D was on here, was asking about him. He said he played bad. So
he hasn't been the same since he got hurt in the playoffs last year.
So do we add that to another player the Panthers broke?
Yeah, I would check that box.
Yep. We broke that guy.
And off the drop, McDavid went forward and nearly got a shot on.
Oh, I can watch this all day.
Marner waiting. Connor McDavid
scores! You know how crazy the bars in Edmonton are going? Holy shit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Tell us how it was over there.
So, first of all, it was impossible to get a reso anywhere. We got like this original dose, and there's a pretty small place. But the whole tournament screaming and banging the tables, and Jaeger bombs are going down like nobody's business because everyone's just antsy. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need a little Jaeger bomb. Cody knows, he's in college. And,
I like myself some Fireball back in the day.
Nickelback in the celebratory Team Canada dressing room. You guys, Canadians have the worst music taste like ever. It's
we need to get some Nickelback.
We need some Nickelback. I was talking to everyone at the
crap on Tragically Hip, but not a great song.
But the Canadian people's music taste
is McJesus back.
Relax, Cody. Cody, we have to have CanCon music. There has to be a certain amount played.
I know, but here's the thing. It's one of two sides here. It's either some of the worst drill rap I've ever heard in my life, or it's country.
Hey, yo,
no in between.
Don't crap on Shania Twain. Don't get on Swollen Members. Don't get on those guys.
I never said anything bad about Shania Twain. I just said it's either bad rap or country. I never said anything else.
Well, I'm just bringing up some artists.
What the funny thing is with like the media stuff, like half the Canadian guys didn't know who the heck what's her name? Alana Morissette or something?
No one, yeah, Jack Hughes had no clue.
No one knew Nathan McKinnon didn't even know who she was.
Yo, we
Jack
just
Hughes did good on that.
we just needed Life is Life. It would have hit so hard.
Yeah, not my favorite goal.
I was
Better
praying.
than
This
Hall
is
and
an
Oates or
interesting
whatever.
question by It's Your Boy. If Team USA did get a power play, do you think we would have seen Matthew Tkachuk out there?
Yeah, because he wouldn't have moved as much.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
Because all you had to do is move from the front of the net to the side, move to the front of the net to the side. Like
No, for sure.
he wouldn't have sellied too hard, maybe, but
Did you guys see Brad Marchand carry McElroy to get his gold medal? He was like on his giving him a
McAvoy, you
piggyback
mean?
ride. McElroy. It was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool.
wait, who?
Who? Rory McIlroy or Charlie McAvoy? Who are we talking about?
What's his the? Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Because
Could you
McAvoy's on the side. I don't know what you're
The
talking
one that didn't play today,
Connecty?
Charlie McAvoy on the U.S.
Charlie McAvoy. Yeah, to get his medal.
Oh,
Brad
get him
Marchand
to go get
Put him as
silver
on
medal.
his back,
Okay.
in his suit, and took him to go get his medal.
Oh, you said gold medal. That's what kind of threw me for a
Oh
loop.
my
I
bad.
was like,
Well,
Silver medal.
it is a gold medal. It's
and they're
gold.
handing out medals, Ryan.
Yeah.
Remember we talked
We
about
said it. We said gold medal
gold
game.
medal, and everyone's like, call it a championship or something.
Gold medal game.
A few people.
Medals were present.
I was
I'm
calling.
just saying it would be the exact opposite. It'd be
Ryan,
even worse.
Ryan, you wearing any gold? You wearing any gold?
White gold.
Wearing gold? White gold? Okay. If it's gold, it counts.
Oh my goodness, you guys are wearing freaking. Ryan got his from a vending machine in an arcade, and Kirby just dipped the.
No, this is some Scorpio energy.
This is pure white gold,
Cody,
buddy.
we have no
Scorpio.
other reason to talk right
Scorpio.
now.
And Kirby freaking dipped a penny into a fountain.
You show the ladies
Hey.
that. You show the ladies that.
And guess what? They'll ask you where the hell the rest of your chain at, and it's
Where
just
the rest
like
of your chain at?
freaking hell.
I'm modest.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Can I give credit to Thomas Harley, my guy, who I said
Yeah.
from day one that I love Thomas Harley and I thought he should have been on the team originally. And this guy was an absolute stud. People were saying, "Oh, he's only offense. He doesn't play defense." That guy was winning every stick battle. He held his own, coming in as a replacement, no practice, nothing, and he was an absolute stud. And that's a lock for the Olympics. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, a lock. Hot take
That's
for
my
Ryan.
lock.
The
Yeah.
first hot take it maybe
A
here.
lock is
Ryan,
crazy.
I liked his how he stood up the USA fours at the blue line,
Yeah,
not
that's
letting
what I'm
any
saying.
space. That was
He
really
was
impressive.
so good.
But building the Olympic team and this team's going to be way different.
You need
things.
more skaters in the Olympic ice.
Because Bennett may you can't take Bennett to the Olympics. You can't do it.
I'm so glad.
Yeah,
he's good.
Cody, can Brandon Montour be on the radar?
Hell
Talking
no.
Bigger ice? Bigger
Hell
ice?
no.
Bigger ice? Okay.
You know what I like about the Olympics?
You
though?
think
Yeah,
he's
oh,
going to get?
I
You think,
said,
Bruin
this, I
affiliation.
said on the radar.
Here's Steve Levy.
you think Montour is going to get looks over
Brad Marchand.
Hale McCarr,
Strange.
Devon Taves, Alex Petrangelo,
Okay,
Shea Theodore,
Pietrangelo's washed. No more.
Shea Theodore.
Shea Theodore.
That was
That's
not
five.
currently.
But let me tell you something, Cody. The Olympic rosters are 26 players, so you can afford to have
Yeah.
that seventh, eighth defenseman.
I'm not done yet. Evan Bouchard,
No. Oh, okay.
because
Honestly, no, Evan
Doug
Bouchard.
Armstrong.
Depends.
Evan Bouchard is an absolute stud for the Olympics for the sole reason you're allowed to dress 7 defensemen and I
Okay.
think it's 13 forwards. So you just leave them on like what they did with PK Subban in 2014.
And here's
Yes,
the-
because I did not want PK Subban to dress. So if you got an injury to Cale McCarr, then
That's
you
what
have
I'm saying.
Bouchard.
Yeah.
And
And,
then-
all you do is put him out for the power play because you can dress 7 during the game, and he plays power play when or McCarr's tired.
But you're not playing 5-on-5.
No, he's
Unless
not. Hell no.
Unless he falls
against
off
Brock.
an absolute cliff, though. Drew Doughty, I'm at 7.
Drew Doughty next year? That's
Doughty's not. No, come on.
And here's the thing: Doug
Petrangelo-
Armstrong is still the GM of Team Canada. So
We'll get Colton.
Petrangelo's got
Colton
the- yeah.
Parayko, that's 8.
Colton Parayko, I don't know if he's solidified his spot.
Thomas
Hey,
Harley, that's 9.
Yes.
Thomas Hartley's moving up. Ryan loves this. This came out of left field, this tournament. Thomas
Yeah.
Hartley on this road.
I knew it. That's my win. I said it was.
You were
20
talking
points.
about before the tournament. It was Uyghur, Montour, Ekblad, Doughty. Who else?
Nobody said Harley except me. I've been saying Harley. Pull out. I'll find him.
You got to
When I-
find it somewhere. You're going to have to dig
When
deep.
I talked to you and Nick on the phone calls, I was always talking about Thomas Harley. When there was Bennett rumors, I was like, "Yo, if we get Thomas Harley, I love Thomas Harley." And then other times is I'm taking my Binnington win. I said, first of all, I don't care how he plays in. When it's a big game in TD Garden, he's going to show up. He showed up. And what did I say? It's literally 2010 all over again. We lose the round robin. Every American. You know how many messages I got? All these things from Matthew. Where is Matthew? Where is my bottle of Crown?
Oh yes, right. Hit the bell. We need the bell.
Where's Matthew?
What about all these other clowns that were calling me out a couple years ago? In our
I
former
said it,
opinion?
guys.
We're gonna lose 5-2, Ryan.
You
guys
can't
don't
do this
understand.
twice.
You have no goalies.
Yeah.
No goalies.
I've been a
said
Cowboy
goalies
fan
won't
for
bless you.
too long, and I know.
By the way,
what it
R.I.P.
feels
Zach
like.
Martin, great career, Hall of Fame, Canton on the way. By the way, Thomas.
By the way, we need Vincent in here too. He's talking a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
where is
And
Vincent?
Lex said she's not worried, right?
Lex,
Tom-
yeah,
Tom-
Lex,
Oh,
Vincent,
worried.
they're
Oh,
not here.
hey.
Lex has no reason, has no excuse. She's on the
Hey.
West Coast.
Yeah,
I don't see
Yeah.
her.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
wait, Kirby.
She came back
Kirby.
from a pub like Ryan did.
Hey, Kirby, continued. Mackenzie Weegar, I'm at 11. Thomas Shabbat, I'm at 12. Like,
You're not a big Shabbat guy. I don't know why you're shitting on my guy.
It's for the narrative. Hey, Chikrin. He's American.
Oh, I
Thirteen.
like Chikrin. I like
Chikrin's
Chikrin.
American born, but he plays for Team Canada. He loves us.
There we go. Oh, put him in there.
oh wait, Dobson, I'm at 14.
Okay,
Like-
sorry, Kirby. Brandon Montour's
Oh,
not
we're
making it.
deeper on defense. No, like Cody's proving my point. Maybe we're deeper on defense than Cody was saying coming in. Oh.
Look, here's the thing.
Petrangelo might have a shot next year, but I don't know how this sits with.
It's a year. It's not like 3 years.
No. Pietrangelo, I have not liked what I've seen the last couple of years from that guy. I do not
Besides,
want
You guys hear what Cody just said there? He's like, it's a year. These guys, you should hear every time I ask for their defenseman rankings, and Ryan can attest to this in our community. Man, you guys should see their lists. Like,
I saw
12
Shea.
months, and there's like they have one guy at the top 5, and then they drop him to like 30 the next year or something like that.
I saw Shea Theodore on someone's list at number 4. I don't want to call him out, but someone in the community put him at number 4.
Oh, I like Shea Theodore by 4.
We were missing the number 4 defenseman too, so I don't want to hear no
You're
Quincy.
saying 4th best in the NHL. That's pretty high praise.
I'm not saying that. That's a list you sent me from someone in the community.
I didn't
Where's the line?
realize it. I didn't realize till now. The last time these two played for a championship game,
2010.
2010.
2010, right? What
Exact
was
same
the
score?
score,
score?
I'm pretty sure.
What was the
Exact
score?
same score.
Exact same score, and then overtime.
Yep, and that's why I said Crosby passed the torch on to McDavid. That's the generate.
They
That's
were writing that all the last few days here, Ryan.
I've been pushing it. They only had 2 options at the game. It was either Crosby or McDavid on a shirt, and I'm like, I'm getting the new generation. I wanted Cale Makar, who also outstanding. You can just tell when that guy's on the ice. You just know it. He's unbelievable.
I thought he was a bit better in the Finland game, but
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
But I'm just saying the difference was crazy.
And your power play just
why not credit to like U.S. penalty kill there with
They
Jack
didn't
Eichel?
give it shorthand.
because
They-
it was more you guys messing up than
Well,
us like,
McKinnon should
preventing
have thrown
everything.
it back to the point.
Oh,
where-
then again, by the way, amazing play by Eichel, no stick, stops the pass with
That
the
was crazy.
skate.
That was crazy. And then he
Yeah,
jumped
that was
off to avoid it too. Do you see that? He jumped so the clearing tip didn't hit him. I was like, wow, that's high IQ.
Eichel had a quiet, sneaky game. Like just everything he does is just
But
very calm. You know.
But here's the thing. There was a specific player on the U.S. who almost made me want to throw my TV out my window right here.
Forward or defenseman?
Forward. Give you guys a guess before I say
Mhm.
it. I'm gonna preface this by saying this: he wasn't bad, but he did stuff that just drove me insane.
Matt Boldy.
Correct.
Oh, that's
Oh my god.
nice. That's a snipe.
Because he kept passing up shots, and it
Mhm.
drove me up a
I thought he
wall.
was a little jittery with the puck.
He needs and
Yeah.
look, and that's where I'm like, I'm fine with the young guys being in this tournament for the US because
Yeah.
because
But
we
then
have-
Cody, they're talking about winning it, not for being a growing experience. I get what you're saying, but that
it
wasn't.
has to be a growing experience. You have to lose in order to win.
I know, but they weren't saying that.
I don't
They-
care what they're saying.
Even
I'm tell-
deep down, they
Now
were.
you're just changing the narrative. That's the issue. If
I,
this team-
I said this before the tournament.
not you. I'm saying that's going to be the narrative change because
I'm about
even
to
though-
say
even though,
guys that were
even
hurt.
though you were saying it, everyone in the States was after that round robin
And I
win
think-
was acting like they won everything and that they owned the hockey
Look,
world.
'cause
They
here's
won
the
the
thing.
World Juniors and they beat us in a round robin and they acted like
all right,
the
then
whole
tell to
hockey-
them.
And
not
they
to
don't
me.
know how the round
Not
robin
you,
works.
not you, Cody.
They don't know how the
Let me
round
finish
robin
that.
works, Ryan, because they don't even know this Four Nation tournament how it works, and they never watched. Some of them never watched the Olympics.
Because here's the thing,
They're
I'm on
talking about
record,
that.
and Kirby remembers me saying this. I said the only downfall with this U.S. team was inexperience. That was the
They showed
only,
You
the
did
tough
say
play.
that. You did
That
say
was
that.
the
15 cups
only
for us versus
downfall.
3 for you guys.
and it was because, like, let's see.
But still, with that inexperience, Cody, I still think you had a USA winning. And we're not talking about you. We're talking about the general consensus.
I had a coin flip. It was either
You
Canada or
didn't like
U.S.
Canada goaltending
I didn't, but I thought it was either Bennington or nothing.
because you talked to Canada goaltending for the last 2-3 years I've known you.
Yeah,
that was
but-
your main consensus. And I
because
said it's a one-game situation, Ryan. I said we're not playing U.S. in best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, which would favor Hellebuck.
Well,
and
100%.
the defense that they were putting together. It's a one-game do or die. It's not even a best of 3.
I would have
Like,
easily taken the States.
Wasn't
if
the
it was
World
best
Cup a
five
best
or
of 3
anything like
with Europe? Wasn't it best of 3?
I don't even remember.
I thought it was. Maybe
No.
I'm wrong.
that. No, but if it was a best of 3 or best of 5, I would have easily taken the States just because, like you said, the goaltending thing.
Yeah, it
Like,
stabilizes you, right?
Yeah.
But that's not how the Olympics works.
no, for sure. No, I
But-
totally agree with you.
I mean, going into the Olympics, are you guys? I think it should still be Bennington as your goalie.
Yeah.
Unless he falls off a cliff and he goes full Georgiev.
For
I
you.
think the goaltending is wide open. We talk about the defense for Canada. The goaltending is wide open next year. It
And
depends
it's
what
all
the
about
court's doing.
streaks too, right?
Logan
Yeah.
Thompson. The States goaltending should be like almost.
That's a luck.
It's the same. It's going to be the same.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind like if Swayman wasn't having such a bad year. I would rather him to be backup than Ottinger.
I totally agree, but you
Yeah.
can't. Women had like an 889 on the year, something like that.
But like that's why I said if he had such a bad year,
And the
but
more that Swayman doesn't run the net, Cody, by himself, and if he doesn't stay healthy, Ottinger's been doing this for a while.
Like we
I
saw
know.
him versus Calgary, like Kirby saw him first time. Like that was one of the best goalies I've seen in a playoff series. That's like Bob level what he was doing.
In recent memory, where the goals have gone up.
and then and the thing is, it just hasn't like it's just been down ever since. Like Dallas has made the Western Conference Finals the last 2 seasons.
But hey, they got Granlund now. Who
Even
knows?
if you're not a big Ottinger guy, you can't sleep on that, Cody.
Like I don't know. Maybe I just got to see more of that from him because it was
I
just
agree.
Boston always gets talked up as an organization, Cody, but if you look at their track record, it's not that great. One
It's not.
Stanley Cup in like last while and a lot of early exits. Where Dallas is, they're going on longer runs and different things. They're knocking off teams like Vegas.
But Dallas is right around the same lines too, man.
What?
Dallas is right along what Boston's done.
More resume and track record in the playoffs. They've got to take that
I
next step
disagree.
to get to the cup. You don't think so?
They made a cup. Dallas made a cup final.
Dallas
Right.
made a cup
Yeah,
final,
and then the
but
bubble.
Boston in that stretch made 3.
That's fair enough.
And the thing is, and I think because the thing with Dallas is
lost to Chicago. Yeah.
they lost to Chicago, they lost to St. Louis.
And Jordan Binnington.
Yeah, and the problem is like Dallas has run out of gas back-to-back years.
But they're pretty young. Like you talk about the USA window, I think the Dallas Stars window is there.
Yeah,
It's-
You get
it's
Ben
just-
Sagan to age
It's as open as you get, but they need to keep Ben. Ben's a big part of like what they do, especially in the middle 6.
for sure. And that's just a veteran leadership.
But it's
there.
just back-to-back years. You run out of gas.
They should have beat Edmonton. That was their series, but Stuart Skinner stood on his head for once. So
He did.
Like,
for once,
There's Skinner in the mix for Canada Gold. It's wide open. It's wide
come on,
open.
Kirk.
why not? I mean,
I don't know. I'm just saying, Ryan. I'm saying.
If he makes another playoff run like he did last
what if he
year,
wins the cup?
No, even the people in Edmonton don't think Skinner. Everyone in Edmonton I know was like, if Skinner makes the team even on the third goal, this team is screwed.
I'm not confident in a lot of the Canadian goalies, Ryan. I'm just throwing names out there.
Okay.
There's one I like Joey Decourt. I'm a Joey Decourt.
I have like 10 goalies in front of Stuart Skinner, if we're being honest right now.
goalies.
for Canada,
Okay,
You listen to the
Seven.
Edmonton fans and media a lot that kind of blame him and Nurse.
Stuart Skinner gets such low quality chances against him and lets in so many squeakers. And
Like-
at least Binnington can play the puck and make big saves. Skinner
because
just-
I always made this joke when the tournament got announced last year. I always made the joke that the U.S.'s 4th-string goalie was better than Canada's starter.
and you can still say that. It's still
I still can, but
You still can. It's so true.
like because Demko's still better than.
I like him.
Oh yeah, it's not even close. Let's be serious.
like
It's not even close.
like
oh for sure.
like
Same with Russia.
oh Jesus, they're 4th-string Sorokin.
Like Sorokin.
Take
Well,
care,
guys,
Carly.
let's
Get
go.
some rest.
Take care, Carl.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad the 4 Nations. I think I'm ready to get back to Panther hockey a little bit now.
Yeah,
We're
today
gonna
was their
have to
first
start
practice.
coming up.
No. I want this. Inject this into my veins. 365 days of the year. I
Ryan,
love.
there's another guy over there in the group chat that you run that talked a lot of stuff to me.
You know what's funny?
Too.
You know what's
You've
funny?
got some receipts coming.
I was
from-
I was thinking about like Wednesday. I'm thinking like
This
I'm
is
ready
a
for
funny joke
Panthers
by
hockey
Parrish.
again. But then again, we're probably gonna play like absolute dog.
Oh yeah. No. I'm sorry.
Brandon
Canadian-
Montour ran into a Panther fan. He says they're going to destroy the Panthers on
All the
Saturday.
Canadian
How am I
kids.
supposed to watch our defense play after I just saw Cale Makar and
Oh,
Devon?
yeah.
Oh
Ryan, how
my
are you-
gosh, dude! I was thinking the same
And
thing.
you're ready for
Oh.
Panthers
Ryan, I'm going to be
Hawks?
worse. I'm going
Oh
to be
my
more
goodness.
insufferable.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so shit on. I'm so mad on the defense.
And
I'm
is
not
Mikula going to
gonna-
be playing?
Oh,
If-
yes.
if-
No,
unless
him and
Nate Schmidt
Barkov,
turns into
Husso,
Cale
and them,
Makar,
they got their
all
rest.
experience.
Caesar keeps wanting to rest Mikula, but I'm like, Cody, he's young.
We can't afford to
It's not
rest
that
any
I
damn
want to.
defenseman. We can't afford to rest any of them.
Yeah.
And
At
Kachuk,
least
Kulikov's
Ekman's
been
nice
sitting
and
on a
fresh,
beach here. Throw
So
Kulikov
Ekman
out
should
for
be
30
nice.
minutes.
Look, here's the thing. Kachuk's out for 2 weeks, so that's his rest. So I mean,
Also,
like,
sorry guys, I did say I would sacrifice a Kachuk injury, a Lusto, any injury to win this. So if you can blame the Kachuk injury on me, I did say it multiple times.
You said non-serious.
Yeah, I said Don. I might have said torn ACL, but that was
No,
Whoa,
I
whoa,
don't
whoa,
endorse
whoa,
that.
whoa,
I
whoa,
don't
whoa,
endorse
whoa!
that. I
It
don't
was a
endorse
heat of the
that on
moment
post-game
thing.
show.
It was a heat of the moment thing, but this was before everyone hyped this thing up and thought it was gonna be serious. Also, I'm gonna take this dub. I told y'all this was gonna be crazy, and put glorified All-Star game. No.
Ryan,
Way better, way
Look,
better.
Ryan, me and Cody
Yep.
had to say that for the longest time since this tournament was announced. More that we learned about it.
but player-wise, no one took more dubs than me.
Oh, really?
Lucas Raymond, dub.
Okay.
Dylan Larkin was one of our better players.
Dylan Larkin was
dub.
so good. Every time he touched the
was.
puck, he was on the other blue
Oh
line.
my god, he
Blue
was
line
so
to blue line, that speed is incredible.
I was the only guy
Even
that
in
had.
the intermission, Matt Messier was raving about him.
Yeah.
He was just like, this kid's grown up so much, and you
I-
can tell.
I said Sanders. I had Sanderson in my original roster. Dub, that's 3.
Mhm.
I said Kreider was going to score in this tournament.
That's an L.
4.
That's an L.
That's an L,
That's
bro.
an L.
Fighter
Chat
sucked this
tomorrow, the replay. See if that's in W.
I
or
said
L.
Sweden would be soft. That's 5.
I was there.
I was there. Me and Don Bania would always talk stuff in the DMs. We were like, Sweden's the worst team, and I'd be like, Finland's gonna smoke.
I tried to tell.
I
They did finish ahead of Finland, so
well,
I'm taking a
technically,
dub
yeah,
on
but-
Gustav Forsling. Isn't Nick Lidstrom in this?
Did you like my joke on your reply? I don't. A bunch of my friends were asking me. They're like, Lidstrom's retired. How many drinks did you have? And I was like, no. People in the Cats community like to compare Forsling to Lindstrom. So when you called Slavin the best defensive defenseman in the league, that's why I wrote Lindstrom ? I did not actually mean he was still playing.
Slave it, respect the name.
And I think Devon Toews maybe hopefully open up someone. I don't even think this was Devon Toews' best tournament, Ryan, or potentially, but wait till
Here's
Olympics.
the best part. Your back end really didn't play that well tonight. Like Makar wasn't Makari. Tapes was just there. Like,
But this is what you're.
But
This is
Talk
this
about the
is-
player that wasn't there, and I was high on this guy, and people are not going to bring Josh Morrissey. He was sick.
Mhm.
He didn't play. He was a game time decision. Didn't play. So they had to
Also, even if you look at every like winner take like big game like this, it's never you'll never have Makar playing like Makar the whole game when you're playing best on best. You're not gonna have McDavid the full 60 minutes. It's they come up when it matters. That's the most important thing. Like every
oh, look at
every
this stat.
Forsling without a point the whole tournament.
I graded him about a C to C minus tournament.
He did not have a great tournament.
He got exposed.
he did. He did.
But
That's what everyone's saying. He's a top 10 defenseman in our community. Please watch some film from this tournament. That is not top defense.
And if fans are saying he needs Aaron Ekblad, we're not paying Aaron Ekblad all this money because that's what Forsling needs. You know. But again, Cody that defends Ekblad, there's some credence there.
That's another. I'm giving you that W, Cody.
like Flat Island.
That's Cody's biggest W that he'll ever have with the Ekblad Island stuff. That'll be his biggest W ever.
What?
I feel like since I joined this, I've
The
been
Ekblad
on.
Island stuff when everyone was crapping on him, and now everyone like wants to extend him in the fan base. Like
I've been with Cody.
Fans-
on this. Cody,
fans-
I've been on your
fans
side on
want,
this.
we're telling Cody to
I've
trade him
always
for
been
a
an
second
Ekblad
and
guy.
fourth round pick, and now they want to extend him. Like that's one extreme to the other, and I don't live in the extremes. Okay, I live in reality.
I take dubs around here because I re-listened to our
Cody
Spencer
wants to
Knight.
take dubs on the night he's wearing the silver medal.
Hey, I'll take a silver medal.
Cody,
especially-
where's the music tonight? Can you hit the Nickelback
Yeah.
song, please? You got it
You
ready?
couldn't even name one Nickelback song.
Together. What?
Name one Nickelback song.
This is how you remind me.
That's the one you say?
Yep.
You
That's
didn't
the
say
first
which one. You said name.
Saturday night's all
Honest-
right for fighting.
Honestly, for me, This Afternoon, one of the best songs they've ever made.
Yeah. Is that from their first or second track? Can't remember.
Not even close.
Okay. I don't like their newer stuff with Spider-Man and stuff. I don't know the name of that.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
the Spider-Man soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn It to the Ground, another classic.
Oh,
Yes. Okay.
Monday Night Raw growing up.
Yeah, you know that.
Oh, that's why Cody knows it.
yeah. Burn it to the ground tonight. Yep. every night.
Where's that music tonight? That's Canadian music.
Yeah.
But
I liked them before they were popular, Ryan.
Alberta band.
So like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Mhm.
What were the
Calgary
others?
Stampeder.
Yep, Calgary Stampeder for Miami Hurricanes. Shuttle Caneswear. Do we need to get it added?
Yeah. Let's get the Space and Bills here real quick. If I can find it.
Sorry, Caesar, I threw that one quick.
You threw him on. You put him on the spot.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? Caneswear in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. Caneswear has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
Let's kind of go over real quick the standings now that the NHL season.
oh,
is-
we got to get back to this shit. Oh,
Oh,
For the NHL. We're back to the grind, Cody.
I like our international tournaments.
man. Like I ain't got to worry about the fucking Bruins trying to make.
Ryan,
the
you'll be here next year with me in February, right?
But we got the trade deadline coming up soon, so
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I won't be available.
Cody's
going
going to be away for this, so we are scheduling replacement.
But as of right
Cody-
now, the two wildcard spots are the Ottawa Senators and Detroit Red Wings.
Leave it that way. I like the fresh faces or Columbus.
I mean, hell, you're gonna blink and it's gonna be different.
I'm going to say now, I know it's early, but we got to see what happens to trade deadline, but I don't see Detroit holding into the wild card.
I think the Rangers are gonna somehow sneak back in.
yeah, I think Kirby was with that. So name your top 5 teams the most likely to make the wild card all the way to the number 5.
Ottawa, number 1.
100%.
Oh, Cody. Turn of leaf for Cody.
Number 2.
Canadian leaf.
And now we get to the damn hard part.
Because I guess it all depends on who makes the deals during the trade deadline.
Yeah, that's I
Well, we
can't.
know
watch-
the Rangers are buyers. They just
Number 2. Damn.
As of right now, it's so bunched up.
Mhm.
It's so.
I want to
hard
see Columbus, but they lost a key contributor in Kirill Marchenko.
Wait,
not
wait,
too long
but
ago.
Boone Jenner is supposed to come back real.
Ryan's going to say that. And
Oh,
it depends
dude,
what they do
they're
in-
so excited for those 40 points.
It depends what Columbus does. in
Okay,
that.
okay.
I
We
have
get
the-
hyped up over Sam Bennett's 40 points. Boone Jenner plays defense better. Leadership, captain, 200-foot game. So
He's the captain of Columbus. They have a great history of that with frickin' who was their last one? Oh yeah, Nick Foligno. Out of my
and then Rick Nash.
number 2. Who
I'd
the
have
hell?
I'd have the Rangers 2 or 3.
Number 2. I'm gonna go with the Rangers. Like
Wow. Okay.
they have too much talent there, dude. Too
and
much.
Igor,
And you
Cody.
still have Igor. Yeah.
And-
That's
yeah.
the best goalie in the
I can
league.
see that. I
Like,
can
if-
see that.
And,
They could win like 8 out of 10 games.
and their goal differential isn't horrible, so that tells me like
Yes.
But then you got Boston too with Swayman.
you see that goal differential there, Caesar?
Okay, you know, Cody,
Yeah.
Cody,
Yeah.
I think it's funny you love goal differential so much, but you don't like plus minus.
Because this is different.
Okay.
This is the entire team. This is
I
one guy.
like goal differential too if it's really extremely.
If it's they're minus 25.
That's ugly.
it's showing there's a lot of problems.
Look at Pittsburgh there, minus 37.
Yeah. I'm not-
Buffalo's minus 14 and they're last in the conference. Like
Could this be Sidney Crosby's like big win? Like next big win?
unless he ain't gonna win a cup unless he gets traded.
Please
Oh,
trade
Caesar,
Crosby.
I told everyone this is before we were starting to kind of collaborate here, Caesar. I've told everyone Sidney Crosby's playing for the Four Nations. He's playing for the Olympics next year. He ain't playing for anything really on Pittsburgh.
Doesn't give a shit about Pittsburgh anymore. Trade him
Yeah.
to Colorado so we can see the last couple of years of Crosby.
That's what people want to do, but at the end of the day, if Crosby doesn't want that, then I guess he's not.
I think this was good for Crosby. He's going to get that taste of winning it. He's like, oh, let me go. Leave.
Like playing with Reinhardt and McKinnon, 2 recent Stanley Cup winners, and then McKinnon's his buddy.
Bro,
Like,
he
I
looked
don't know.
so good with Reinhardt back
Yeah,
then.
right.
That line was.
But the entirety top 5, let's go Ottawa 1, unless they absolutely collapse.
I'm
which
surprised
would
with
be-
Cody there.
Which would be so Ottawa.
And
Yeah.
I think like Brady Kachuk's like the experience he got in this tournament, it's gonna help him
For sure.
definitely.
He
He's a-
got a taste of it. Now he's gonna want all of it.
Yeah. Ottawa
Uh,
fans better be scary or better
Ottawa-
be scared.
Ottawa 1, Rangers 2. I'm gonna go Columbus 3, Detroit 4.
That's okay.
I have the exact same list as Cody.
Columbus, if they get something in net, Cody.
That's their biggest issue.
Yeah, I think they could.
John Gibson.
Maybe I think that's the guy I'm thinking. Or
I heard Gibson wants to be a starter, a 1A, and he also
he would definitely be that.
Yeah, he would be, but he also said Carolina and Edmonton. So
Underrated name because he's been in a lot of trade talks. Karel Vejmelka.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
5.
Could have a little Andrew Hammond.
Ryan, I don't think Gibson's going to Edmonton unless they're getting rid of Skinner, and that's going to kind of blow the
5. I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna throw them out there because they were hot before this break. I'm gonna throw the Islanders in there for number 5.
Oh,
Yeah, people forget when we played them. Before we played them, they were on fire.
Oh,
fans were worried, right?
They also like took the lead in that game or some shit too.
I mean, I wasn't like too worried about the Islanders until they said the rookie goalie, but yeah.
I mean, their last 10 games they were 7-3. Those 2 losses, they were done.
They were hotter than hell. But Boston, I mean, Boston's just the anomaly here because
I think Boston's gonna fall hard, especially with McElroy, that McElroy injury.
McAvoy.
You keep getting me thinking golf.
Just think of a cookie, Caesar. Chips Ahoy.
There we go.
Like,
I was like, was Rory in the building today? I'm like, everyone seemed to be
no, I didn't think. I thought they had golf tournaments. I thought it was golf tournament season already.
My bad.
Golfing season.
Doing that indoor golf league. They're trying to amalgamate, I think, both together or something.
There's still 2 feet of snow outside. There ain't no golf here. I'm missing golfing season. I really
later.
Kirby was like texting me like his like furnace broke, and
this has been a bad week, Cody.
And Kirby,
I can't imagine that.
Hey Kirby, I can match you with it. My hot water heater was broken.
Yeah.
Yo, I got. You guys know I left Montreal on Sunday night, and I got to Edmonton today at 4 a.m. So I also had a rough time.
Yes, Ryan, I can't get mad at you for falling asleep there on the weekend during the game because you had some travel there. So
it took me 3.5 days to get home.
Oh my God, Ryan. Ryan, we haven't connected because our lives have been a disaster the last few days, so we'll have to talk.
Is your furnace fixed?
Yeah, somewhat. We got the repairs done on it, and then had some other stuff come up. So it's been a mess.
And it has to be the coldest week in Calgary too. Hey,
that was my break from all content there, and it was nice because there was a schedule break here. So it happened to Sweden, USA third.
Hey, but Ryan, you want to know how cold it is in Tallahassee right now?
How cold? Oh, that's cold for you guys. Holy shit!
So we were at about that.
And we had snow not too long ago.
We were
like minus 34
with the wind chill Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
we almost got that equilibrium between Fahrenheit and Celsius. That's how cold it was.
I woke up in Florida and there was snow on my car.
Hey, did you lose the snow day from school?
We had a snow week. We had no school for the entire week.
Because people ask us,
Ryan, I seen videos of
do they cancel school? They ask us, Ryan, in Canada.
I went snow tubing.
I was gonna say, didn't you guys go in the stadium and like have like a snowball fight or whatever?
We went snow tubing down the stadium stairs. Because Tallahassee's very hilly, so we had a lot of areas to go snow tubing.
When Ryan sees that the amount of snow we see, Ryan, you're just like, I'm just taking a long nap, right?
Honestly. Yes, Jamie.
Oh, Jamie's in the house. Did Jamie sing anything today?
Yep. Oh, Canada in the game.
Mediocre goalies can be superstars when they have great. Here's the problem: the defense wasn't great. They left him out to dry in overtime.
They did. They really did.
That jersey. That's going to be my first This is my brother's jersey. By the way, happy birthday to my brother today. He gets the Canada win on
and an Eagles Super Bowl.
Happy birthday!
Oh my God!
Don't bring up the Super Bowl. Don't bring up the Super Bowl.
Hey, tell him I said go Celtics to him.
Laker fan. This is why this color's in this room. By the way,
listen. The only team I'm extremely cocky with are the Celtics.
What?
That's the only team I'm cocky with. They're the Celtics.
Bro, but how do you watch basketball after this? I'm sorry, I just don't know how you
can't. You can't. And
it's called I don't watch the regular season because
you're gonna play that
50 games anyway.
After dark, right?
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I'll play that on Saturday. Or maybe I should play it now.
Wait, what are we playing?
Saturday and give us some juice.
Wait, no, save some content.
Yeah, I'll save it for Saturday.
He's gonna be asking me on Saturday. What are we talking about?
Kirby, that's gonna be a busy weekend for us.
Yes.
I mean, after dark Saturday night, we have a recording session Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, all Panthers did well except for Forsling.
Indeed.
I think Mikkola was one of the best Panthers in this tournament.
Hands down.
My boy Mikkola.
Mikola played so many damn minutes too. Poor guy.
Yeah, you know it's funny because like when the night I graded him was the U.S. the day I think when we pumped him. like I graded him. I remember texting Kirby's like, "Give me the grades." I go, "Mikkola, C-, but it wasn't his fault. It's playing above his head, man. Like,
Yeah, and then every other game he was just there with a passing grade.
yeah, I mean, he got a lot of talk. I think trolling in Florida, a la Bennett and Reinhardt.
You know how funny it is seeing a bar in Edmonton go crazy over Sam Bennett? I never thought in my
That is
life.
Ryan, what
Dude.
about Brandon Hagel or whatever jumping into his arms?
Yeah, that was so funny.
And Mitch Marner on the primary assist. I'm like, what is
Two primary assists for him. Other
I
than
didn't
that,
love his game, but there
no,
were
I was just about to say he had such a bad first two periods. Like I was
he was
gonna
getting
say,
pushed off the puck and
Yeah.
falling down.
he was falling on the ice like Bambi.
What
Yeah.
does Zito do with the extra scouting? Go and get Henry Yoki Haru.
Yes, any of
That's
those
the name that's
Finnish
starting to get now
defense,
floated around there, like we mentioned.
build a Finnish super team at this point on our defense.
Like, because Yoki Haru, I think, was probably the most surprising in the Finnish defenseman to me.
So people are starting to ask me about Seth Jones because I've talked about that. If we retain, I'd be sorry.
I would have to do half, only
Like,
half.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even listen to 33. It's got to be 40 and above, or it has to be 50.
I think 50. That's 9.25 is huge.
Start at 33% and move up if you're the Panthers. You can get that.
But he would just be. But we would still need like another top pair guy because he's a second pairing guy at this point in his career.
But he can run some power play stuff.
So you put him with Mikkola, hey?
Yeah, Twin Towers pairing. Try it.
I'd like
I
that.
hate to say this, guys. I kind of want to share this tweet real quick.
Brady Kachuk when asked about the condition of his brother. He's not too good. Unsituated Brady is not for the comment. If so, he's not too.
So it might be a little bit more serious than we think.
We got 4 letters here.
Yep.
LTR.
L T I R. We'll pull Vegas, guys.
That's
Right.
what? That's 9.5.
All right. Who's on the target list, guys? 9.5 million. Darnell Nurse?
Eric Carlson, full contract.
No. Blow it up. Blow it up.
We're just kidding. We're just kidding. Jamie put 50% in a 3-way deal. Yeah, I like that. That's probably our best
In a
bet.
3-way deal.
Yeah. So you get another team to retain some money on Seth Jones. No, that's totally what I think the most realistic thing is. Because I don't think Chicago would eat the 50% of it. So if you get a third team in there, you throw them like a little 4th round, whatever pick.
My contingent plan, or one that's right with Seth Jones, if you get the right retention, is Connor Murphy. I like him.
Oh yeah, we've been saying Connor Murphy.
But that's more defensive than some offensive upside, which I do think that Seth Jones has if he played with us, with the talent that we have.
Screw it, get them both.
They're both. Well,
Maurice did say those players that they are getting.
and I like a guy like Zach Whitecloud if we can somehow get him from Vegas.
Vegas is not trading any of their guys, unfortunately.
But they
No.
signed Theodore to that money, Cody. So how can they afford to keep Whitecloud?
because they're gonna money ball the forward front and the goalies.
Oh,
Yep.
They have like
I still can't believe they just let Logan Thompson walk over there. That was crazy to me.
Justin Dobson. That guy doesn't even exist.
Who's that
I'm
guy?
gonna, I'm gonna assume that Noah Dobson.
Dobson
and-
who?
What are you thinking with Justin?
Justin
Noah.
Dobson.
Noah Dobson is a guy that I would acquire now and trade pieces.
Oh, Justin, Sordiff, and Dobson. Okay. I got it, Jamie.
Jamie's got some Charlotte Checker talk. We'll have to do one of those segments here coming up on our post game.
Because he's like the only one that watches. So
No, we got a new caller this week.
I was gonna say we got a new caller here that
Yeah.
he's into the checkers or he works
That's
there,
someone
right?
cares about Charlotte.
It's getting busy. It's getting filled. People like talking about the checkers now.
Yep.
Every time I check my phone, there's only like 20
No one
messages.
even prospects worth a damn in Charlotte.
But I'm on your side, Cody. I could not care less, but I'm glad there's a little niche.
Like
community.
Sachin's not
I don't know,
there,
they
Linus
were talking a
Eriksson's
big
not
game
there,
about
Jack
Black.
Wyatt ain't there.
Our goaltender
That's
Hold on,
Black.
please, we're not going to ruin my victory with talking about.
Sorry. Caesar said it first.
Appleby is leading the league in shutouts. Just putting that out there.
Oh, I don't want to talk about Appleby. I don't want to talk about Appleby. He's Canadian too, isn't he? I don't.
Let's
Hey,
see.
Olympics.
Fix up. Oh. Oh, really? Pearson, there's ever.
Dude, Everblade's got some nice merch.
Oh, no wonder why he sucked. He's from damn North Bay.
Oh, who pinned that?
I didn't do it.
Okay.
I like it.
Is Cooper Black going to get AHL Player of the Week or Player of the Month or something?
Guess
Hey,
that-
if he does, I'll be the first one to tweet it.
That's another thing. My mentions are gonna be blowing up if Cooper Black doing something like that.
Listen,
That's-
you know what's funny?
That's the
Here-
only time I'd hear from Matthew. I'm not gonna hear from him until
here's the
Cooper
thing.
Black does something like that.
After all the years of just staring at our AHL team, hoping that some of our guys like make it. Like-
Denisenko.
Oh my! Do you guys see that list? Sorry, Cody, but where Denisenko was ranked higher as a prospect than Cale Makar?
Hell, he got traded the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's in Nashville now. He's back with
Oh,
Bruno.
Oh, okay.
Like
But sorry, continue, Cody. My bad.
Shout out to the AHL All Star.
I spent years staring at Springfield to see our prospects try and do
I
something.
remember.
I used to stare at San
Those
Antonio.
jerseys were so damn bad. They were so bad.
Oh, there
I
we go.
remember watching
Give me a
Rochester
sec.
back in the day.
Rochester. Would you-
Yeah.
Caesar, do you remember San Antonio Rampage?
Yep. I remember.
Jacob Markstrom was playing on there.
Jacob Markstrom.
He had that famous dance. It kind of went viral before. Like,
And then I think he was playing with like
Oh,
WWE
Rochester. I had to watch
wrestlers.
damn San Antonio. I had to watch Springfield.
I was gonna say,
we,
then
we sent Jay Bowmeister to the Chicago Wolves, and I think they won the AHL championship.
and then we had the Syracuse Crunch for that 1 year. I think
Yeah.
during COVID
Oh,
when we were in Tampa.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
Springfield Thunderbirds. I like that. I like that jersey.
That
Now,
was pretty
the
good.
best
I
jersey,
think Montreal played with
the
Springfield.
best minor league jersey of all time is still the Orlando Solar Bears. I won't
Yeah.
take any argument. That's number one.
Yeah, we got the Savannah Ghost Pirates.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
pretty cool too.
Not bad.
I'm not a fan of the neon green in jerseys at all.
Neither am I, but they look pretty nice on them. It looks all right. Yeah.
That would never fly in the NHL though. I don't want to see that. That's a purely minor league thing.
All right, but here's the thing: top 5 stock up and stock down for players of the tournament. All right,
It's a good topic. Here.
top 5 stock up. Sam Bennett. This
Cody
is in no
said-
particular order.
In my tweet.
This
Cody
is no
said my tweet.
particular order. No particular order. Sam Bennett.
Dylan Larkin.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Lucas Raymond before.
Okay.
You're
Well,
not
you
throwing
said-
Adrian Kempe in there? Lucas Raymond instead?
It's okay. Like Kempe. I mean, Raymond was a little bit more impactful.
Maybe people just didn't realize because the Kings are so boring to watch, no one watches them. But I feel like he's been doing that the whole time.
But Kempe, like, if you know hockey enough, you know who Adrian Kempe is.
And for those of you that are watching in the chat, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys.
Zach
Hit the like
Werenski.
button.
Oh, Renzi for sure.
Rowensky, even though, but we know what he is.
We
it
knew,
comes-
but it's kind of confirmed.
now he's in his second era now of
Yeah. Thomas Harley.
Yeah, Harley.
Yes.
Ryan. Ryan would say Boone Jenner if he was here.
Anton Lundell.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Lundell. Thank you.
Yes.
Lundell on that Saturday, I will contest for the rest of this season and into next year. He was the best player in 4
On the
Nations on
entire
Saturday.
ice.
Okay, but
Whole
bottom 5,
roster
but
on that
bottom 5 stock down. All right. So
can even
Elias
say
Pettersson, Elias
Lundell.
Pettersson, Elias Pettersson, Elias Pettersson, Elias Pettersson.
and the goalies of this tournament.
Okay,
Yes.
well, Elias Pettersson.
Hellebuck had his worst game today, I would say. I didn't love
Yeah.
like really any goalie in this tournament.
But the only goal I would
It
take
was-
back is the Bennett one.
I didn't
And
like him tonight.
He was probably just
not
shocked
good.
when he hit the net.
I didn't like his game tonight. Like
In the
non-threatening
beginning,
shots
yeah,
he made
it-
look
it-
harder. Ryan Wright that dropped down in front of him and stuff like that.
There was a lot of rebound issues.
But
You know,
stock down, I guess
But
every
I think he got better as the game got along.
number
I'm saying
one-
every goalie. I'm
num-
going every goalie. We
number
talked
one,
about Kevin Lankinen.
Elias Pettersson, every goalie.
And I'm going to add
stock down.
Lankinen in there because everyone's been hyping this guy up.
Stock down.
Forsling.
Oh,
I was going to say Forsling or the whole
Forsling.
Swedish
I was gonna say
rock.
Aho or Hintz. Both of them look terrible.
Aho was bad.
Aho.
Yes.
Never
I'm trying to
forget
think.
when Hurricanes fans tried to tell me he's better than Barkov.
Oh,
Can we pick anyone on USA and Canada for complete stock now?
Kyle Cotter.
I don't think that benching was fair. I thought
He sucked
I'm going to take an L on that, but I don't understand why he's not in the lineup.
because he sucked.
He couldn't win a game in overtime? One shot?
Kirby. He
Would
sucked.
you be worried, Ryan, if he was coming down the wing on a 2-on-1?
To be honest, I'd be worried about anyone shooting on Binnington just to Like I know
Well,
I-
we can make
Except
jokes
for that
about
overtime.
Binnington Ryan, right? We can make jokes
yeah,
about him.
we can
but
make
it's all
jokes
good.
about it, but like the way he plays, I was really worried about every shot.
No, but we can
But-
laugh about it now.
Yeah, now we can laugh about it. Now it's funny.
But Stock Down is legitimately, I think it's Elias Pettersson 5 times.
Oh, I called him out on a Locked On podcast with Armando there. I was just I brought him up a second time during the podcast. I'm like, I don't want to keep harping on this guy, but he's been so bad.
11.6 million he plays like that. But
He
in
might
his-
be though, Cody. He's been icing his leg or whatever.
whatever. But his wife or girlfriend or wherever that was in the crowd, she's an 11.6 out of 10. So
I Ryan, I knew
he's still winning.
he's distracted. He's still...
I can't say what I want to say on stream, but
Well, we need a Vancouver Canucks report from Cody's girlfriend here as we go forward here on the NHL season.
what report do you want?
Every night on Saturday night and after dark. Just on the team. There's so much drama. Ever since we started this after dark season, we're talking Vancouver Canucks every week.
It's just soap drama out there.
and we'll also play some video on Saturday
yeah.
with Weeks and Lombard. They had a
I-
little bet going there.
I truly
Okay.
can't.
This tournament?
I truly
They did?
can't.
I
Okay.
believe so.
I truly can't say what I want to say.
Message me, Cody.
Maybe that's why Vince isn't here tonight, because he can't say what he truly
No,
wants.
Vince told me.
Man.
I was telling Vince, and he's like,
Nick.
"Oh, lay off. My hockey team lost 8-0. Did I not get enough L's today?" I was like, "No, no."
Oh no.
If it was the other way around, Vince, I
Oh,
would have.
wait, did Vince get pumped for his first time behind the bench?
No, the playoffs 8-0. I think he
Thanks.
lost. Well,
And he,
Shout
was
out to
behind, and he was behind the bench, I'm pretty sure.
Can we talk about Austin Matthews? Jamie brings up a good point. You think he went? I think he was like the most quiet line. Like,
Yes.
he was so quiet.
Especially after not scoring on
Yeah.
Bennington and then leaving Connor McDavid wide open.
But like,
But to Caesar's, Parrish's question, stock up or stock down? I'm still undecided on Austin Matthews. Me and Cody are always like that. I don't know how to figure this out. You always push it forward, and say, let's see what he looks like next time. But
But how
he
many
hasn't
times
been
are you
getting
guys
the
going
job
to say
done.
that?
Yeah,
How many
because
times are you going to say
I
that?
don't know.
because it's like he's always there and he's like smacking a post. Or
And Cody, I think he was Selke level in this tournament.
yeah, 100%.
but
but
he was
it's-
so quiet. Like you're wearing a C for Team USA, and look at the guys who were the leaders on that team, and he was not in the top.
Like,
Like,
But they
see
all voted
more-
him. They all
like-
voted him like
Yeah, yeah.
unanimously.
You seen more from Matthew Tkachuk, and he didn't play the whole tournament. You seen
Brady.
more from Brady Tkachuk.
oh, give
Yeah, but-
Brady a stock up. I don't know.
But here's the thing, and this is where I draw the line at. The captain isn't gonna be always the most emotional guy on the team.
Yeah, like
We're
you
not
get that
saying
with
about
Barkov,
being
but there's still-
emotional.
it's still like when other guys are being that big of a leader, it's like why was he so
But what do
quiet?
you mean by leader? Because Brady Tkachuk scored off a goal that Matthews created.
Not like no, I'm saying like he was.
He created both U.S. goals.
You just didn't see him like talking or yelling on the ice like you see other leaders. You know what
I
I mean?
don't
Barkov
mind that
doesn't
so much,
yell.
'cause, yeah, I
But
was
I'm
going
saying
to say.
Barkov's an exception because we know Barkov. I don't think
Like
Matt.
Barkov doesn't yell. McDavid doesn't yell on the ice.
But in a four game tournament, I just think you need your captain to be a vocal leader.
But I think that's completely irrelevant.
I want a winner as my captain in a four game tournament.
I think
Yeah.
I'm more.
Yeah,
more
but
disappointed
Crosby's
in-
not yelling on the ice.
Every Panther fan said Cody Barkov was not going to win. There's
like,
a lot of Panther fans.
just because you wear the C is the most overrated thing in hockey.
Okay.
Like, because
Yeah.
you're gonna sit here and tell me when Colorado won the cup that McKinnon wasn't running that team? He hadn't have the C. It was Landeskog.
Yeah.
I agree. And the
Same
Panthers,
thing
they
with-
didn't get over the hump until Tkachuk got here.
Yeah, but the thing was Tkachuk like brought the vocalness that Barkov needed because you need those
Exactly.
two to kind
That's what
of
I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
and he's not the captain. He's an assistant captain, but he's not.
So
the
why
captain.
can't Matthews win then if Martin or Nylander, other guys want to step up? So
I
then
think
I think it's more Nylander.
I thought I've heard Riley is that vocal guy in the locker.
he would be the captain.
And I think he gets severely beat down because
No, but
every
my
playoff-
point is, what I'm saying to Cody's point is, okay, well, Barkov and what Caesar said had Tkachuk. So then how about some of the other core 4 guys, core 5 guys for the Leafs help out Matthews then?
yeah, like it's only been Nylander.
But at the same
Yep.
time, like I think I'm more disappointed in his on ice play because at least with Barkov, he plays a two-way style. Like
Matthews
he,
did.
But Matthews does that.
To
he
me,
does that, but I didn't feel like he did enough in this game in this tournament.
I saw
He did
Brady.
plenty.
I
I
saw
like
Brady.
his defense.
That's where I disagree.
I
Like
really
his, because he was the biggest reason we shut them down in the round robin.
No,
It's
but
because
I'm with Cody on this, but there's a lot of people that are with Caesar that he
Like-
doesn't. But he's going to get
But
something.
here's the thing.
Top
He's not
three.
like it's one thing to be disappointed with this play, which is I completely disagree with. I think they're disappointed because he didn't get the big goal. That's where they're disappointed at, because you can't watch those games and tell me that, oh, I'm disappointed with this two-way play. He played two-way the entire way.
I think
was-
Matthews was better than Marner.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
100%. He was down the middle,
100%.
supporting his wingers, connecting the defense to the wings, supporting his defensemen. Because the one thing that Canada tried to do early in this game was get the forecheck going. But the U.S. supported the defense so well, it never got going.
Yeah, but my issue was if you took everyone's nameplate off and you said 34 is a top 5 player in the league, no one would agree with you. He did
I
not play
disagree
like
with that.
he did not play like a top
He
5.
outplayed McDavid and McKinnon tonight. The only difference was McDavid got the game winner.
But who
That's
came
the
up big?
only difference.
That's what that. But I mean, like, come on.
Come on, what?
When the
You're
puck
s-
was on Matthew's stick, he was not as dangerous. Like, he didn't have that fear factor.
Well, Ryan,
I'm
do you
kind of
know
with Ryan here on this one.
Yeah,
the chronic back stuff that's going on. I
Yeah,
think
like, we don't know what's going on with him because
like,
Yeah.
and
I
that's-
was not scared. Usually, when I see a puck on a top 5 player's stick in the league, you get that fear going into. When I saw the puck on Matthew's stick, I was not scared. That's all I gotta say.
What about the play coming around the net there though with Brady? He created that.
It was a great, outstanding play. I'm not saying he was terrible today. I said he was really good defensively and he was making chances. But to me, he just did not look like a top 5 player in the league.
Because I think his quietest game, Cody, might have been the first game against Finland for Matthews.
Yeah,
But he was even good there, though. I think he was even good there. So
he was
and
good this
play-
entire tournament. It's just he didn't score. That's where the disappointment's at. It's not his play on the ice, because he was by far the best. He was better than McDavid and McKinnon tonight. Both of them.
Matthews matched up to me, in my opinion, to Canada twice really well.
Yeah.
To me,
Like Matthews is
he didn't have
becoming
the
more
goal in the moments, which I'm
more
gonna.
and more of a 204 player, but that's the only thing he's missing is the big moment. And that's where I'm not like, because
But
here's
that's
the
when
thing.
you get back to the Leafs. Can you find
Yeah.
that goal in Game 6, Game 7?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And just like that's why like I'm like I'll heart like Marner, I don't think has it.
I
Not
still keep our
Nylander,
back. He had an overtime goal 3-on-3. He did this today in the gold medal game. Okay, you're playing with McDavid and you got moved up the line.
But-
I think Stone had a great game, but if
And
you
then-
play that game 9 times out of 10,
and
you're
then
gonna get a better game from Stone
then-
or the other guy than you are from Marner.
and then Nylander, who's proven it time and time again.
yes,
Nylander was so good in the Sweden versus Finland game too. Every time that guy touched the puck that game, it was electric. Like,
and
he
that
was-
wasn't even the best William Nylander in international competition. He goes off in the World Championships and he like be the MVP of the tournament. He has that potential, I believe, best on best to be like best player in his team, best player in a big moment.
But-
in a
But
situation.
that's where I'm also like very excited for the Olympics because the only thing about the Olympics is
overseas,
yeah that
which plays
and,
in European teams' hands sometimes.
that and the fact that it's officiated completely differently.
Yeah, you can't be fighting people in international rules. Even half these checks, you're getting suspended. Like it's totally
A
different.
punch in the face or whatever by even
done.
the bench, by even the bench, right, Ryan?
Yeah,
The
so,
splash like Laine did
Yeah,
to
You're
Eric.
done. You're out for the game.
so that's
That's crazy. So
like you
this
like
could be the last time we see a good intense game like that for a
It
while.
won't not. No, it won't not.
it'll be intense. It's just it won't be as like
physical, violent.
They're not going to let it keep.
it won't be as much after the whistle. It's
They're gonna
like
let it keep escalating.
like
That sucks for the Kachuk
But-
brothers.
I mean no, but this is the only time you're going to see them on the same line together because you're not going to have them on the same line with the Olympics. Oh, hell no.
Cody, W for me that I said I'll put Austin Matthews and Kachuk brothers together creates a lot of goal there. Really,
Yeah,
didn't-
I refuse. I
Yeah,
refuse to have those two on the same line in the Olympics. We'll end up with a 5-on-3 penalty kill.
Eichel even more heavy lifting Cody in the Olympics. Got to
I
cover.
don't think. I think that's the like because I don't think Eichel did that much heavy lifting this tournament.
I
I
thought
think it was really good.
tonight in situations when
He
USA.
played good, but they leaned on Trocheck quite a bit in those penalty kill situations. He was the first one out there always.
Love Trocheck.
Also, can we talk about the Trocheck trip? How funny that was! It was like instead of Trocheck got tripped, it was Trocheck
I
did.
put Trocheck.
I laughed so hard when I saw.
I
it.
was just like, I was just like, why did you reach out your stick? Just
He
let
was
him go
so
by.
Trocheck made a lot. I love the guy, but he made a lot of mental mistakes in this
Yeah.
tournament. One of
Yeah,
the
he
ones-
did not
I-
look good in this
I
tournament.
was like,
He
why
had that
did you?
turnover in the Sweden game, Cody. That was the Nylander / whoever goal.
I didn't watch that game, so I couldn't tell you.
Bad egregious turnover there.
I fell asleep. Both
Oh, you fell-
both game. I was sick, so I fell asleep both games.
Yeah, me and Caesar and other people were a lot holding it down there on Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't
like,
worry,
'cause-
Cody.
because Canada Sweden was like right after I got out of class and I was already cooked. I'm like, and then
Canada, Finland.
yeah,
Yeah.
Canada Finland, whoever the hell they played. And then I looked.
That was
It
an
was like
important game.
I looked. I said I looked. I was like, oh, it's 2-0. I don't care. And I
Dog,
fell
it was-
asleep.
Oh,
It was
well,
4-0, and I fell asleep. And I woke up like an hour after the game. I was like, "What the hell happened?"
Oh, another stock up. Mikael Granlund. Forgot to mention him.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
I've always said Granlund is such a good player internationally, but when it comes to representing his NHL team, he's so mediocre.
I think
I
but-
am still furious about Saros not getting back in the net.
Oh my! Don't
There's
even,
all these
don't even-
Langton fanboys
Dude,
pumping his tires. and I
Don't
get-
get me
yeah,
started
because
on that
because
again.
you took the L on him in the offseason.
No, and everyone thinking that he's such a good goalie. He's goal saving above expecting. He's going to be this good goalie. He has no track record for this.
Yeah.
You know, and I
Are you
really
sure
liked
about that?
Chicago, what he did to
Because
Florida.
every time he plays us, he kills us.
I know, and he kills us. But then I followed him after that, and he didn't put the
So does
numbers.
Thomas Grace.
Like, well, he wasn't behind a good team. Well, wasn't he behind a good enough team with Finland? And I don't get it. Saros,
I mean,
our fan base says he's a superstar
have you
goalie.
seen that defense?
Well, Saros should be in the net.
Like,
Yeah.
You don't yank your goalie like that when he loses to the best team on paper.
Yes, I don't care if you allowed 1 or 2 bad goals against USA. The way the USA was playing, they were running on all cylinders.
At least
Don't
for
you
the-
ever give them the net again?
I bet Finland's happy. Finland and Sweden are both happy for the Olympics because now they can get a lot of their good players from from actual Finland and actual Sweden playing like in the
That'll be
Swedish hockey
interesting.
league,
Built their lineup. yeah.
playing in the Finnish elite league over
Why do-
there.
Oh, I also wanted to bring this up too because this Four Nations League is an NHL tournament, and
Yeah.
how it's going to work when they're trying to expand with like Czechia and a lot of these other smaller countries. They can't roster an NHL team. They're going to have to sign some deal to get them from overseas.
I
right?
know, but I think,
Germany is going to have a lot of Canadian-born guys on it.
but that's
That's
the
German citizen.
But that's the thing. I think if you run this again, it's probably going to be the Six Nations tournament or whatever. Because I'm hoping Russia will be allowed back in by then.
And then Czechia.
Because Russia. Because let's be honest, everyone knows
Czechia doesn't have enough defensemen. I already looked it up.
So who's the 6?
Team Europe.
Oh,
Well, I don't mind it honestly. And then I also want to say is like everyone knew it was gonna be Canada and US in the final. Like, let's be honest. Like, was it ever a doubt? When you add Russia to that, it's like which team is not gonna make the final.
Right.
And then the round robins are a little extra.
What that per game or two. But this way, if you had a bad goaltending game, which all the goalies were bad, so it kind of equaled out, except maybe Hellebuck. But that's why Canada was in here with US, right? But if you
Yeah.
have that extra
Right.
team,
If Russia is there, we might
Like-
not make the final.
I was going to say, Russia has by far the best goaltending.
Let's play a game here. Czechia has 4 active NHL defensemen.
Oh, Gudis, the 2 Euro Czechs,
or just one.
It's just one,
didn't they draft his brother?
but he hasn't played an NHL game.
Okay.
You might have to guess hints on what team.
Yeah.
What team does this guy play for? Hold up. I actually have no. Oh, yep. Okay. Both are Western Conference.
Oh.
I thought Calgary.
The guy I hate the most who used to play on Tampa, Jan Ruda.
All right.
Is
And
he?
the last guy is actually the best one. More of a top pairing guy on his team.
in the Western Conference.
Makes more than $7 million a year.
Holy shit.
Hmm.
Dude, I got
Used to be in our division.
one more hit.
Let's
My
see.
goodness.
Traded at the 23 deadline.
Philip Hronik.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Ryan.
Oh, someone in the comments said it too.
Yeah, Hronik.
Mary.
Those are the only 3 active Czech defensemen.
But yeah, their forward core they could ice. They have a few NHLers. They have enough forwards, I think, right? They got Zaka and Voracek still, and Pasternak and Thomas Hertl. Like they could pull up an upset. Palat even. Natchez.
Yeah.
I mean, the top 6 is meh.
I don't think they have. But they have those checking forwards, down
They
the
have
line.
Pasternak, Hurdle, Palat, Zaka, Natchez, Jacob Vrana,
And then they got Peter Mrazek, Panther killer.
Filip Hedl, David Kampf, Tomas Nosek, Jakub Lauko, Yuri Kulich, Ivan, Jan Jenkic, Matej Buhlmel, and Adam Klapka.
Klapka's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. Put Ivan in the Hall of Fame just for that name. That's such a cool name.
Hedl could be checking line, but I don't know.
But the thing is just I think you go Team Europe because you're just leaving off so many guys.
I loved the 2016 World Cup of hockey. I thought it was awesome.
You got
Draisaitl on the sideline.
like Draisaitl, Tim Stützle, 2 Germans right there.
Cider.
And then you have Mo Sider.
Any Slovaks anymore? It used to be Marian Hossa and Zdeno Chara.
Slovaks? There should be at least a couple.
And then Kopitar of Slovenia.
Yeah. AKA Luka Doncic country.
Speaking of, that guy just got ruined by the Lakers.
Yeah.
Active Slovak players.
There's Chernak.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there's 7 of them. Let's go.
Slavkovsky, Nemec.
All right.
Nemec.
Yep.
Tatar.
Yep.
I don't know if Thomas Yurko still plays. I know he was really good back. Nope.
Give you this hint.
Does Halak still play?
No, he retired. All right, you got 2 defensemen left. One Kirby should know very well.
A Kirby guy.
Oh, is it Slovak?
Not a Kirby guy, but he plays in Kirby City.
Oh, we haven't said this guy yet. Zadorov. He's
Russian.
Oh, Mirmanov guy?
No.
Oh.
I think he wears like 70.
I'm not thinking of that.
It's Feravari Slovak too.
Yes, Feravari's also Slovak. That was the other one.
I wouldn't have got that one.
But this last guy is there's 2 guys left, but the other one you guys never going to get, Samuel Hanzik.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
But this guy plays for the Flames, defenseman.
Would have got that. Would have been a hot second.
You might got to tell us Cody on this one. If Kirby doesn't know the only Calgary guy,
I'm not watching them every night. Mirmanov, I think, is kind of dropped off. He's Russian.
With that last name, probably.
Let's see. Left shot defenseman, 6'2".
No, I got no clue.
15 points in 55 games for the Flames.
Well, I'll be back.
Kirby, Martin Pospisil.
Oh, Martin Pospisil. Yeah. I gotta brush up on my.
You gotta brush up on your Calgary Flames here, bud.
Eastern European Western Conference here. So I'm in that train of thought here with 4 Nations.
Yeah.
Trivia nights.
Oh, for the people watching in our trivia group chat, I have developed a new category for the next time.
Oh, I'm busy that Friday.
Ryan nurses his win-loss record because he has a pretty good loss record.
Sometimes when you shoot your mouth off in the media, it bites you, and that's one thing they got to learn.
Yeah, they were celebrating like they won.
Ryan, you called that because you and I, you're like, hold the stuff, hold the receipts, right? That's what the players probably did.
I've been saying it all along with you guys. I'm like, hey, I've been on that side of the boat as well. So
even when you messaged me, right?
Yep, I was like, you can't count your chickens before they hatch. So.
You 2 are not the ones that have shit to talk to. Let me just put that out there.
No, it's not. It's the ones that aren't here tonight.
It's the ones that aren't here.
Our co-host.
Spaces might actually be funny.
Carly showed up. Cody showed up.
Oh, man.
All respect to them.
You can ask Caesar. I was the first one here.
would have won. Yeah, he was.
You know what? I told Nick in a text message because he was busy. He was busy tonight, Ryan. But
Balinskis, Latvia. Balinskis ain't going nowhere near that team. But in terms of the quiz for anyone in the future, the category is whatever the hell I want it to be. That's the name of it. And there's a bunch of sub things. There's going to be, were these guys teammates?
You got to call that miscellaneous or whatever. The
No, it's going to be whatever the hell I want it to be. That's the name of the
potpourri or
category.
whatever the term
I
is.
like it. I like it.
Whatever the hell I want it to be. Yeah, but it's going to be hockey related.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna have a new question called "Were they teammates?" Where I'm gonna name two guys. You have to name me. You have to tell me yes or no. If they were if they were teammates, and when we get to the harder rounds, you're gonna have to tell me
Where?
what team they were teammates with.
You like that one? That's a real good one.
That's a little bit of the all in the family one that I use with the last game. And like which three of these guys played in the NHL and which one didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But this one is just you gotta name me where they were teammates. The earlier rounds are gonna be yes or no. Yes
they're
or
all
no.
NHL. Yeah.
Yes or no? Yeah, all of them are NHL.
Yeah.
But but from the third round on, it is. I mean, from
Yeah, because we
After
like to easy, medium, difficult champion.
after like the first couple rounds or whatever, until depends on who I feel like who's in the round I'm discussing. If it's like Vincent Ryan, they're gonna have to tell me yes or no and what team they were teammates on.
Yeah, give us. Might as well make us tell you the year, how many games they played together too.
No, because there's some I have that only played like one game together, and
What?
yeah,
I want to
and-
give a shout out to Caesar here. I wish I had my soundboard, Caesar, on
And then-
stage, but all the overlay work and all the hours put
Yep.
together here
Thank
for
you.
me.
Thank you,
big,
gentlemen.
big C's. Big
These are-
C's.
Caesar, I love the studio you got set up too.
Hey,
Thank
you
you.
should. Hey, you should make a Zach Martin banner now.
Yeah,
Oh.
more or all pros than holding calls.
Ryan, we
Leave
need
like
some
the
gold,
bird. Watch some film.
gold medal. Ryan, we need some gold medals or little Easter eggs in the background, even when we're doing Panther stuff.
I mean, but here's the thing.
little things in there.
But here's the thing. This is the last time we're using this overlay. So
Yeah, this is.
I
this
know.
is- Enjoy it. Enjoy
I'm
it.
gonna be sad. I'm sad. I'm gonna be sad about this Caesar, and then like same with the Olympics next year. Get geared up for it, and then it's like, and Ryan, you know this, and then it's gone, and then you're like, oh man.
hey guys, what does Zito do with Kachuk if he goes to the LTIR? Well, he's not gonna do anything. Kachuk's just gonna go right to LTIR. But it'll just give him more freedom to get a defenseman and not have to worry about salary cap retention.
But your
They
boy
only need
probably
to pay a
has
third of it.
specific-
Remember, because
specifically
it's
what
hard.
he's gonna do. I would hope the defense,
Yeah, I please.
because that's a hole that's already there.
Because if
Call
Kachuk
me
goes,
Sabrina Carpenter the way I'm saying please. Like
because if it's Kachuk and
we need
he
something.
goes an LTIR, let's per se, then Zito could probably go out and get two defensemen and one forward.
Like a win.
Could we win without Kachuk?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
No,
Regular
what do you
season,
think?
yes.
Hey,
Not
Playoffs,
in the playoffs. Not a
No, no.
second in the playoffs, but in the regular season, 110%.
Yeah, regular season where
I'm talking about regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
we
worried
can.
at all.
Yeah,
I'm not
we
worried at all.
he's had some real.
If one thing we're deep on, it's the wings.
We
Okay.
We
pair
still have
wings.
Sam Reinhart. We still
And
have
he's
Carter Verhaeghe.
Yeah, at the end
Part
of
of
the
the
day,
wake the fuck up is if Matthew
Wing
Kachuk
is-
is LTIR.
If we lost Alexander Barkov, then we're fucked.
in the
Like,
break. Yeah.
like
Again, Matthew Kachuk, he doesn't get that label, Caesar, like Sam Bennett for playoff guy. But
No.
really, that's when Kachuk, he accumulates a lot of points in the regular season, but his best play, or when he's going at his best, optimal best, is in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's in a rivalry versus Tampa or something like that where he just goes
Yeah.
off.
Same team night after night that I always
Yeah.
talk about in our post-game show.
Yeah.
There's certain players that can step up to that, Matthew Kachuk. Certain guys that cannot, Mitch Marner.
I knew you were gonna say Marner.
You know? Those guys, Dougie Hamilton. Dougie Hamilton, not wearing the red, not wearing the maple.
Oh, you didn't
not in
mention
the
Dougie Hamilton.
not in the tournament.
oh wait, that's 16. Let's go.
Not here. Not here. Making 11 million.
Hey,
or whatever it is, or
Hey,
9.
listen, Dougie Hamilton changed that Rangers Devils series 2
Yeah.
years ago.
Didn't
Just
get him to,
remember
didn't
that.
get him to wear the maple leaf.
Yeah, same thing with Money Montour, eh?
Easy there.
Let's take a listen to our.
Well, I'm a dropout, boys. I gotta get to sleep.
Good night, Cody.
All right, sounds good, Cody. Well, let's take a look at what our boy Sam Reinhart had to say.
Very much, Sam. Quite a week and a half of
Can you guys
hockey.
hear it?
How do you feel right now after being the first ever champions of the Four Nations?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I think you saw the intensity and what it meant to everyone involved. So I'm going to enjoy this one for sure.
As you look at this tournament, and in particular, you look at your rivalry with the United States, what did you take out of playing these two games against them?
I think just being out there with some of the best players in the world. it's such a fine line. Guys are making plays. There's not many mistakes. So the pace is so high. So it's fitting. It comes down to a break like that. Obviously, they had some looks early, and then a couple big saves and then Dave obviously capitalizes. So fitting. It was a close finish.
Fitting as well that maybe the greatest player in the world gets the game-winning goal right there. I'm not going to say that those guys were quiet because they were involved in everything, but that's just that fine line of giving them 1 inch, right, and they can make it happen.
Exactly. I mean, it's like I said, it's been fun all 10, 12 days, whatever it's been, just to see the level of talent, big time moments, big players come up, and that's what Davo did.
Tell me about overtime and watching Binnington make a couple of huge saves there.
It's funny. Some goalies just are comfortable in certain buildings, and he's obviously had a tremendous amount of success here. Just his composure. They obviously had a couple grade A looks that we would have liked to do a better job on, but that's what you need of your goalies in situations like this.
All right, and lastly, you have a whopping day and a half or so to get yourself reset. But how do you feel physically? How do you feel mentally after that right now, after that great experience?
It's a unique situation. I mean, I don't think you can prepare for it. You just got to kind of get thrown into the fire. Mid-February to have an event like this is pretty cool and pretty special, but we'll focus on Saturday when Saturday comes. We're going to enjoy this.
We appreciate your time. Very cool and special of you to come here in the post game. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Wow, pretty interesting to see our boy Reinhart there. I wonder if he'll be playing Saturday.
It looks like he had a couple of nose beards in the locker room. Why are his eyes that wide open? That was a little scary.
That's one of the guys I've defended all along in our post-game show. Kirby, why is this guy in the third line? How much money are we going to pay him? What type of player is this guy actually?
Bro,
winner,
superstar.
Ryan, U16, U18, NHL, international.
When John Cooper put him in there with Crosby
and McKinnon,
like, and we talked about it before, Kirby, like that after that game against the U.S., where like Reinhart is better once he's on the second or third line, right?
Yeah,
not the number one guy.
Because he's playing that third line role,
Yeah.
But play with two best players in the world. It's kind of like a 1B line, but to me, it was more his style of play, some methodical play. And it's so hard, and Ryan, you know this watching Connor McDavid a lot. People get upset, he doesn't look good with McDavid. It's not easy to play with McDavid either.
He's so fast. You got to keep up with speed like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Reinhart was trying to do that, but it wasn't a match with Marner and Reinhart because Reinhart wanted Marner to work the boards with him, and Marner's not going to work the boards, right? So, he's going to get to pucks, which I thought Marner did his best work of this tonight in this championship game, getting to pucks, but he wasn't doing that throughout the tournament. Wasn't getting there a step too slow. And Reinhart is down there, and you see how he works that wall with McKinnon and Crosby. And it was so interchangeable, Caesar, that you could have Reinhart in the slot, McKinnon in the slot, Crosby in the slot. But I don't think Crosby being at 100% couldn't work that down low game so well. So Reinhart had to get down there, work plays along the wall, and then get the puck out to either Crosby or McKinnon. But yeah, I wouldn't call Reinhart an F1, Ryan, but maybe an F2. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I really thought that line really gelled together. People are going to call it the top line. That's pretty high praise. I don't know if I have like an overall candidate of a top line because I thought different lines popped during the tournament and there was a lot of line juggling. And this was a short tournament. In a longer tournament, you'd have an easier chance to pick what the top line.
That was my favorite line. I know Jamie agrees with me. We talked about it. It was the Cole Harbor line, I guess, with McKinnon, Crosby, and Reinhart. That was my line and MVP line, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially if you look at the work through the Finland game and then the championship game, and you do have to weigh it to the championship game in a short tournament like this one. So yeah, good work there. Reinhart and Bennett. We didn't talk about this tonight, but they'll get the bragging rights.
They will.
Going back now because we said
Sam Bennett hitting the net. Wow, what a clutch goal!
Bennett missed
the thing about tying games in Boston.
Oh.
Yep. Bennett missed it once or twice early, Ryan. I was like,
I saw him miss the net 3 times. I was like, holy shit, this is Sam Bennett.
Going to be Sam Bennett.
Don't take a penalty. Don't take a penalty.
Don't take a penalty.
Nope. He played so well tonight.
Yeah,
that was.
You were one of us wrong, and even me and different people like, hey, he's going to maybe give you a penalty in this tournament and cost you somewhere. But that didn't happen. That was one of my main concerns about him.
Yeah,
being able to level that intensity. But the refs were letting everything go in this tournament. What type of tournament is that? That's Sam Bennett.
And I know Cody didn't agree with that, but I loved it, honestly. Let them play. If you're not going to call it for the other team, just Keep it the same on this side.
Unless it was egregious. They did a perfect job of.
They did. And you can sit there and argue the too many men on the ice, but I honestly wasn't that disappointed in not calling it.
I mean, it's one of those things where if it happened, if the U.S. had too many on the ice, I'd be yelling my ass off at the TV or whatever. But it's one of those where you'll live with it, right? I'm not even going to act like if it was the other way around, I wouldn't make a big deal. Don't worry, Jamie. They were drinking Molson Canadians, not Coors Light.
Questions.
I get some Slurpees going like Cale Makar did when he won the Stanley Cup.
Cale Makar knows what's up. Oh,
and
man,
Ryan
would miss watching that guy.
Ryan would mix some stuff in the Slurpees for us.
You know it. But no, I'm gonna miss watching Cale Makar. It's just because, like, you guys know,
I love Cale Makar and McKinnon.
Because I watch McDavid all the time. Being in Edmonton, I see him in live like countless times. But Makar's a guy I just don't see very often, so I just love watching him play. Man, he's magic.
This was like my first time watching him too, so I was really impressed. Like, he's amazing. He really is.
You see what he does on offense, and you just assume he's not good defensively, and he shuts people down. I don't care what these analytics are telling me that he's not some superstar defensive. He is so good on both ends of the ice.
Right.
Yeah, there's some analytic models that do show him like elite defensively, but then some don't. I don't know. It's just you and we always advocate for him and the type of players and how he can change the game.
He's the best defensive.
This wasn't even A+ Makar.
No, not at all. Not even close.
He's coming off the illness and different like that. So
no, I will say it again. That's the best defenseman in the league since Lidstrom. That is.
Yep. And I've been there with you, Ryan.
Yeah.
We
did that podcast.
I know Quinn Hughes has looked good, but Makar, he's gonna be the standard. He's not going away outside.
I feel bad for every defenseman trying to win a Norris these days. Because imagine you have to go against Prime, Makar, and Hughes. Like, you're never going to win one.
Yeah, if they alternate it, or Makar wins 2 out of 3 or whatever, it's going to be hard to win in this era of Norris. I do have a Norris community bet with someone in our community. I'm going to win that. It's not to do with Makar or Hughes. So yeah, I think that'll be helpful for me winning that bet, because I think those two guys are probably going to garner it.
Mm-hmm. Well, for sure.
I don't know. Anything else, guys?
No, that's. I think we're pretty much. I think we covered it all.
Your voice playing.
You get my jokes.
He knows the jokes.
He knows the Lindstrom jokes.
Had to put that on there. The Lindstrom.
Yeah, thanks for all your comments.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, your boy, and everyone.
And Jamie too.
Jamie Parrish, that's been here a lot.
Parrish, yeah.
We know it's after 12 here in my time. We really appreciate you guys for coming, and definitely continue our support for sure. I'm ready for Saturday.
We'll be back for After Dark. Yep.
We'll be back Saturday with NHL After Dark. Got some rocks here.
I'll be in the chat on that one.
Yep. I'll be coming back from the game on that one. I'm kind of excited to see Monty Montour back in South Florida since winning the Cup. So it'll be interesting to see what our Florida Panthers do after these tournaments. We'll see who will be playing and who won't. I don't expect Reinhart to be playing.
Nope.
Kachuk.
Nope.
And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Mikkola plays.
Okay.
You've been saying that.
Jackie Samoskevich. Get ready to learn first line hockey.
Right?
They're throwing him out there, yeah. And then also I just want to get into Caesar before we go here. NHL trade deadline. We'll have that coverage too.
Yep, we'll be on here live, guys, throughout the whole trade deadline, covering it with you guys. So definitely thanks for your support. We appreciate it. Don't forget again to like and subscribe. We really appreciate you guys. And for saying all that, good night and congratulations, Team Canada.
Let's go Canada.
Let's go Canada. We needed this. This was our win. It's our nation's pride.
What's up, Cats and Rats fans? If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button before you head out. If you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, make sure you leave us a 5-star review. And just like always, let's go Cats.